Kunitenu kaide, kaide. Kunitenu kaide, kaide. Kunitenu kaide,
hey ya,
kaide,
hey ya,
kaide,
hey ya,
kaide,
hey ya. Umu Biafra kunitenu,
kunitenu kaide.
Umu Biafra kunitenu, Yazala. Umu Biafra kunitenu, Biafra kunitenu. Nja useme wangalu,
kunitenu kaide.
Oli amara wanisi.
Kunitenu kaide.
Umu Biafra kunitenu, Biafra kunitenu kaide.
Ejawala me kwampo. And if I jump any zoo soldier, he go hear mo. Say you know, I get to do bucket yo. Oh nah, you get to gun, I get rocket yo. Oh nah nah.
I hear some babura rogo. Umu Biafra, I don't know. We be the true blood of Israel. They be the bloody Philistines. So we go take them one by one, and then go run. We always singing a zoo, and you go and marry. No negotiation, you. Everybody let's stand attention, you. No violence, no resolution, you. To hell with amalgamation, you. Fighting for our right, brother, it's not a crime. Biafra is our right, make gonna give us a Biafra.
We are Biafrans, lovers of freedom. We a nation, no contemplation. Pull the trigger, shoot down the weapon. Shake that, give me the Tigers machine gun. No more Nigeria, no more zoo soldier for my area.
Okereke, at the best fire way I be okereke. The lock up till I'm the carry, they feel like okereke. Anything I made, they go one stop us okereke. We don't want negotiation, we want tabakeleke. Shekeleke, obikeleke. Oh, we want to square up, HAUSA-SERVICE. No castigation, the our nation. My people let us go.
Apagoji, I come back again. Original Biafra me I come. See me a blessed land me I want. A Babylon, them I wanna push under. Almighty Jah, yeah, children them I cry. Plenty men every day them I die. A wicked nation, them I know they try. I get a gospel, me I know they lie.
Egala isoko ndi Igbo kaije.
Kunitenu kaide.
Ibibio ikwere bu mu Biafra.
Kunitenu kaide.
Anang ijopuku mu chukwu agama.
Kunitenu kaide.
Efik Ogota come together.
Yeah,
I got pair nail one day I walk and whining. You when they were men, my the people are crying. Catch you know me, all the gonna move me strong man should stand man no ni me kuje. Urobo isoko egala yana one day idoma. We ain't scared of war. I got go behind a goma. Lo ha ho ha. We are coming for our rights, that's why we the fight.
As a real Biafra nefunya mebe. Tabukala shini rebela bre acting bad dili good de kwa hot dili cool sana pasai one get you boom boom gonna does it run kafana bazi time for peace no more. This is time for war.
See and this when give me omo Biafra make we dey go oje bazoku make we dey go say Nigeria maybe la hell anya no you lawyer let's go all your must get set let's go the number unu na no unu na who all we need na both of you. Liver, very soon, when haga no daya, okwa vum haga mana yeka ha, ana Washington na he sula walum he jikolondi bonandi awosa ha, bonda she, isimwele wayo, kuare aya nwanne simwele wayo, one wumewu nwanne one mere lekwem gebu hebu nwanne mgebe.
Oh yaga yo, can't fall off this whole republic. Me a rasta man a come back, hebelebe, I pass up on the way. When me turn the microphone, no one Igbo be anule. Me tell them and say tell them. Man no pause when me man a kill people. In a big go to me one get to AIJ. Kainganu. My body done the hot yo. As if we win we move. If you put her a shoot aside yo, mga bagi mga do kwagi chon. Cause I'm a full brand from the mind.
Silence. Welcome Biafra, there's a new land. Where the haters at? Tell me. I shoot them down. Never fire the king, cause we're the lions. Singing in the jungle, yeah, we'll rule. Every time we step into the spotlight, we kill. Biafra, king of the world, yeah, the king suspect.
Alright, now you know what we here for. We used to want peace, but now we want war. I was suffering and if I will kill them. Ta. I will kill them. Huh?
Okay, be the nigga for your body, I do for death, man, no be dog, and near boom boom everywhere. My brother can't stop, bang bang anywhere, and the killing can't stop, can't stop.
This is a final warning to you all. And as for those who are holding our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, release him now or Somalia will be a paradise to Nigeria. Biafra kunite nukaije.
Chukwu okike abịama, Chukwu na-afụ na ife afụ na nzuzo, Chukwu maara onye aka ya dị ọcha na onye obi ya dị ọcha. Nwoke si na ya ji ọfọ, nwaanyị si na ya ji ọfọ, mana ọfọ maara onye ji ya. Ụkpaka na-agba n'udu mmiri ọ chụrụ ọzụọ. Gaa n'ogwe omechi ụzọ osi mpịara na azụ nwa igirigo ọgụ nke mmụọ. Ọ gịnị ka m ga-etu gị ka o zuolo gị? Asị m n'oge akara aka eluo ịbụ mmụọ ka mmụọ, ibe ka ibe. Chukwu okike onye obiọma sị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo. Mmụọ niile na-ejere ozi asị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo. Oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ, oke mmụọ. Mmụọ niile na-ejere ozi asị m unu binye elu. Tetenụ n'ụra, tetenụ n'ụra, tetenụ n'ụra, tetenụ n'ụra. Asị m n'ọnwa unu nwoke bụ nwa eze Chukwu bụ ụzọ mba aka ji ọfọ Igbo ọzọ eme nte eme ime. Ọ sị m nọ ya nọ n'etiti unu taa. Ọsọ unu binye enu n'oge akara aka eluo. Mmụọ nna nna anyị ochie asị m gị binye. Mmụọ na-afụ na ife afụ na nzuzo asị m gị binye. Oke ọfọ ji eje ọgụ asị m unu binye. Ọfọ ndị Igbo niile asị m gị binye. Ọfọ ndị mmiri asị m gị binye. Ọfọ ndị ikuku asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị osimiri asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị nwaanyị na-ebe asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị idodi igwu na-eme asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị amambara asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị osimiri ndị aba asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị ala Igbo niile asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị ọgba asị m gị binye. Eze nwaanyị anike wawa asị m gị binye. Oke arụsị na n'ike o juru nwaanyị aga anị asị m gị binye n'oge akara aka eluo. Igirigi ọgụ mmụọ. Asị m na gboo dike mbọsị ihe ike mere ọ ga-achọkwa nwa dike. Asị m dododo unu binye unu bịa tara ọjị na Chijireji efola. Asị m unu binye unu bịa tara ọjị na Chijireji efola. Nna nna anyị ochie, mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ. Mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka ụmụ Igbo dị ndụ. Mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dị ndụ. Mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka ụmụ Biafra dị ndụ. Asị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo. Asị m na gboo dike mbọsị ihe ike mere ọ ga-achọ nwa dike. Ọ sị na mberede nyiri dike na mberede ka o ji ama nwa dike. Ọ ya ka m ji akpọ unu n'isi Ọhamadike. Ọhamadike bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ya bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Otu mkpụrụ anya ji isi ụgwọ. Otu ọnụ na-ekwuchitere mba niile. Ụkpaka na-agba n'udu mmiri na-agba n'oge nke ya. Asị m unu binye n'isi ya. Nye ogologo ndụ na-arụ isi ike. Napụta ya na eke, napụta ya n'orie, napụta ya na afọ, napụta ya na nkwọ. Asị m na ahịa akara aka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ, na ahịa akara aka agaghị eri Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Asị m unu gaa napụta Nnamdi Kanu na eke, napụta ya n'orie, napụta ya na afọ, napụta ya na nkwọ. Asị m mee ka ọnụ niile kwụrụ njọ n'isi atụgharịa kwụ mma. Ka ọnụ kọrọ ogiri ọnụ kọrọ ogiri lachaa. Chukwu okike abịama onye jiri mmiri siri ike kpọọ aja were aja siri ike kpọọ mmadụ. Asị m na taata bụ ụbọchị eke n'ala Igbo. Asị m na eke ga-eketara Nnamdi Kanu ndụ. Eke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe. Oke ga-eketara ya ndụ. Oke ga-eketara ya Biafra. Oke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe. Oke ga-ekegburu ya ndị iro, kegburu ya ajọ mmadụ na ajọ mmụọ. Asị m na mbọsọ ọ ga-apụta ekwensu ga-anọ n'ụra, ndị ilo ya ga-anọ n'ụla. Ọkwa na ekwe osu. Asị m gịnị bụ ekwensu? Asị m na mbọsọ ọ ga-apụta ya bụ ndị ilo ga-anọ n'ụra. Ọha bụ ndị ọha nwa bụ ekwensu. Asị m na ha ncha ga-anọ n'ụra. Na Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube. Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube. Asị m na ọnụ kwụrụ njọ n'isi ya ga-atụgharịkwọ mma. Asị m ọ bịara igbu Nnamdi Kanu bụ onwe ya. Onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị adị ndụ, onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri. Onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị apụta, onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri. Ọnụ niile kwọrọ ogiri ọnụ ga-akọrọ ogiri lachaa. Osisi abụla oturu ga-emeche wee kwele. Onye asị na Nnamdi Kanu aga-apụta, asị m na ọnụ ahụ iji wee kwuo ya na ike ejikwa ya wee kwugharịa mma n'isi ya. Asị m na ebe onye ahụ na-atụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu aga, asị m aka gị ga-akpọnwụ. Osisi ahụ fụrụ Nnamdi Kanu wee tọọ nkwe, asị m ikuku futuo gị. Anya ọbụla fụrụ Nnamdi Kanu kwawa akwa alịla, asị m alịla akọrọ ya n'anya. Onye fụrụ Nnamdi Kanu cheta ihe gburu nwa ya, ihe gburu nwa ya gbuo ya, maka na ọ bụrụ ya gburu nwa gị. Chukwu okike abịama, asị m na mberede nyiri dike mberede ka o ji ama nwa dike. Asị m na okirikiri ka a na-agba agba ukwu ose ọ dadị ukwu ose enu na okirikiri ka ndị iro ga-agba Nnamdi Kanu mana ha ma mkpata ya aka ọ sị na nkirikiri ka ọ na-ekiri odido jiri odido enyi ozu na ọkwado nkirikiri ka ndị iro ga na-ekiri ya mana ha ma mfụ ya anya a sị m na eje anaba isi ije a sị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-eje na ọ ga-ana a sị m na inye anaghị eri ọba maka na inye na ọba bụ nwanne inye agaghị eri Nnamdi Kanu maka na ọ bụ nwi a sị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-adị ka echi anaghị agwụ agwụ maka na ije ejere bụ ije mmiri ọ bụla eje nkụ a sị na ya bụ ije ga-abụ ije mmiri a sị m na ọ ga-anata n'udo a sị m na ọ ga-abata sirili welere a sị m na unu ga-aga kpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu a sị m unu ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu ga tụnye ugo ga nye ya mmeri ga nye ya mmeri ga nye ya mmeri tụnye ugo n'elu ugo nye ike n'elu ike nye ya ndụ n'elu ndụ ọkwanụ ndụ ka o ji efu na efufe unu nye Nnamdi Kanu ndụ onwe ike wee kwụrụ jinjin onwe ike wee kwụrụ wee fuo na ofufe a sị na ya kara ka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ ihe mere ha ji jide Nnamdi Kanu bụ ka ha nwee ike wee megide ndị Igbo ka ha nwee ike megide ụmụ Biafra ka ha nwee ike wee kwuchi anyị ọnụ ka ha nwee ike wee kachi anyị ọnụ ka anyị ghara ikwu okwu ọzọ mana ama m na dododo Chukwu okike abịa ma ndị nwa na ndị nwe mmiri ndị nwe ikuku ndị nwe anyanwụ mmụọ nna nna anyị ochie mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ mmụọ niile ọ kwafọrọ ọbara ha n'ike maka ihi Biafra a sị m unu binyenu a sị m unu dododo na ọkwa na unu bụ ihe nwe ike a ọkwa na unu ga-eji ọgụ mmụọ ọkwa na unu ga-aga buori ahịa ọkwa na unu ga-aga napụta ya maka na ihe ọ tinyere unu n'aka anaghị ele ule a sị m dododo igiriga ọgụ mmụọ eze nwaanyị niile nọ n'ala Igbo mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Igbo a sị m unu binye maka na onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị aṅụ mmiri onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị eri nnu nnu bụ ihe ụtọ si na mmiri wee pụta onye ọbụla na-eri ihe na-eri ihe dị na mmiri onye na-asa arụ ji mmiri asa arụ onye ọbụla na-eme ihe ọbụla ọ na-eme ji mmiri eme ya a sị m ihe ọbụla mmadụ na-eme n'ụwa mmiri ọ na-ebubu ụzọ a sị m onye ọbụla kpọrọ mmiri asị na mmiri a ga-agbagbu ya a sị m onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla mmiri na-awụsa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla mmiri na-emesa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye na-aṅụ mmiri na-eli nnu a sị m na ọnụ anyị ji wee rie nnu wee ṅụọ mmiri na ị ga-eji akwa okwu ọma n'isi Nnamdi Kanu n'aha Chukwu okike abịa ama
Ise. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the 29th day of June 2023. That about Obochi Eke being Thursday. Therefore, we are here live and direct. I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers, your siblings, even your enemies, onto this hallowed platform where we preach the gospel of emancipation, the gospel of freedom, that you may know the truth and the truth shall set you free. You will never know the truth without hearing it. And hearing it is not sufficient. You need to make researches, that is, investigate and ask questions before you will be able to know the truth. That is it. We are created in order to think critically. Because Chukwu Okike that created us and gave us brains. You know the brain memory power of brain. When you calculate it, it is more than 2.5 million gigabyte. You understand? So, God that gave us that brain, it is, insultive or even dishonoring that God by keeping our brains so caged, not making full use of the brain. As I've been saying, the most intelligent in this world, the most intelligent human being, according to statistics, is not using up to 10% of the brain capacity. You understand me? He is not using 10% of the brain capacity. the world is developing, advancing, I should say. China is preparing to go to the moon. You know, there are robots that are being manufactured that are, you know, according to experts, they are afraid that it could be more intelligent than human being. So that is why there is much control on robotics by governments, so that they don't bring out something that is more, that can kill human beings, kill us and annihilate us in this planet Earth. These are things that are being produced by human brains, but in our own, we are not using the brain. We are not making use of our brains, and that is why we, Black Africa, Nigeria, is at the lowest cadre of humanity. No electricity. You know, we continue pointing out this. No electricity in Nigeria. When the Europeans were there colonizing directly Nigeria, according to report, there was electricity. There was electricity. Now you ask yourself, what went wrong? When you start reflecting on this, now you understand that we need to buckle up. We need to wake up as human beings in order to take our destinies by our own hands, in order to be in control of our future. Therefore, once again, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition. You can be hearing my voice live and direct through satellite. IPOB, Radio Biafra London has satellite. It's in satellite, free to air satellite. Also, IPOB Community Radio. You can download these on your smartphone through your Play Store. It's a low data consuming application. Please, you can go to Facebook and ask how, myriads of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE. We are live. IPOB Rapture Media, different platforms streaming my voice as I'm talking to you now. Therefore, you have no excuse not to listen to our voice, or to the voice of revolution, the voice of awakening, the voice of renaissance. Be part of this movement, this wind that is blowing in the whole of Africa. This is the African awakening. You have to be part of it, because what matters a lot is the legacy we lay in this world. That is what matters. That is the only thing that matters. It is not about the money you made, the money you make, or buildings you erect. No. All those things will vanish. These are vanities. You leave them. But what remains, what stamps your name in this world and beyond, is the legacy you lay down. That is why we are here talking to ourselves in this our parliament. Because this is where it all started, by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is our leader. He is still in the enemy dungeon, albeit being released by the Nigerian court on the 13th day of October 2022. The Appeal Court of Nigeria released Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, discharged and acquitted. And not only that he should never stand trial in any other court of law in Nigeria. But till today, they are still holding our leader. Still holding our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It shows you how Nigeria is a banana republic. But it never deters us. IPOB, we must continue. And our leader should be released. Before I go on today's submission, which I captioned the role of the people, that is the people in a republic. That is the topic of my submission today. So please, before I go, because I'm not going to take time because of another engagement, another meeting. Before I go there, I will read IPOB press release of 29th June 2023. That is today. IPOB rejects British Greek gifts in the name of partnership. You know, yesterday we talked about it. How all of a sudden the ambassador, the British ambassador or high commissioner, who replaced Katrina Liang, he wants to, they release a statement that they are going to partner with Ohanaeze Ndigbo in order to develop Southeast. It is laughable. No development that comes from outside that is sustainable. It is only us that can develop our area, our place. Do you understand? Do you see how NATO, America and Europe is now developing Libya? That is how they develop a country, a place. You know, are you seeing it? In Libya, they are developing Libya, right? Imposing democracy, right? How to Libya lie Libya that is doing unwell. Libya that is the most, you know, the number one in Africa, where the citizens live. Libyan citizens under Gaddafi live more better than some Western Europeans. I'm telling you, this is facts. It's not something, it's facts. They live more better per capita income or per capita. More better than some Western European countries. And they didn't all go well with them. Now they use their normal democracy. Now they are advancing Libya. And today, Libya, for you to see the world we are in. We only observe, but because we are powerless, we can't do anything. But we have to be telling them. We don't need to keep quiet, because they are champions of democracy, aren't they? Champions of democracy. I laugh. Very pathetic indeed. Let me continue to the press release. IPOB rejects British Greek gifts in the name of partnership. After considering possible outcomes of the recent meeting between the British High Commissioner and the leadership of the Ohanaeze Ndigbo worldwide held in Enugu and led by Chief Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, against the backdrop of our history with the British government in Nigeria, we, the global movement and family of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, ably led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, rejects in its entirety any partnership in business between the British government and Ndigbo of any stripe. It's obvious that the British government considers Ndigbo and all Biafra to be stupid, ignorant, gullible, to have forgotten our history so quickly. We particularly cannot imagine their hypocrisy in the continuous illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria that is being swept under the rug while the British government pretends that all is well. We are here to declare to them and the rest of the world that all is not well at all. The British High Commissioner, Dr. Richard Montgomery, recently visited Ohanaeze Ndigbo worldwide, promising to partner with Ndigbo in business and development. Meanwhile, the British High Commissioner has not made any notable effort for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a Biafran and British citizen who is illegally detained in violation of the Nigeria court orders in the worst place in the world, the Nigeria DSS dungeon, in solitary confinement. When has the Nigerian government, who is a baby of Britain, become become powerful as to override the influence of Britain in the case of a British citizen? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? It's a question they should answer. Does Britain think that Ndi Igbo are stupid and gullible to trade our freedom and that of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with this British great gift? Therefore, the indigenous people of Biafra and the entire Biafran nation reject any partnership with the British government on her affiliates until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released and Biafra is restored as an independent sovereign nation. Recall that Britain from the pre-colonial era till now has never had the interests of Ndi Igbo in mind. Britain fraudulently amalgamated Biafra with other unwilling nations for their own administrative and economic convenience and benefit. Britain enslaved our people and has continued looting our resources till date. They deceitfully and dubiously structured Nigeria to strangulate Biafran's enterprising spirit while favoring the corrupt and indolent Fulani tribe. Britain was the one that advised General Yakub Gowon, the then military head of state of Nigeria, to reject the Aburi Accord, which led to the 1967-70 brutal genocidal war against Biafrans, when more than 4 million unarmed civilian Biafrans were massacred. I'll continue. During that unfortunate genocidal war, Britain supplied Nigeria arms and logistics to wipe out Biafrans, particularly Ndi Igbo, out of the surface of the earth. Britain and Nigeria have never apologized for the genocide against Biafrans, nor have they initiated any policy of inclusion for Ndi Igbo. Instead, the duo have continued with their policy of political and economic exclusion and marginalization against Biafrans. One we ask, why is Britain showing interest in Ndi Igbo at this perilous time in the political history of Nigeria? Biafrans have consoled ourselves and have decided to confront the decades of colonization impacts such as ethnic rivalries, economic and human rights violations that colonization and amalgamation brought to us. We have decided to remove the yoke of colonization and slavery called Nigeria and to return to our homogeneous state before the fraudulent amalgamation was forced upon us. We have resolved to pursue our political future through legal and peaceful self-determination, as championed by IPOB under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If the British government is sincere in their quest for partnership with Ndi Igbo, the following demands should be met. Number 1, they should ensure the unconditional and prompt release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by using their age in diplomatic relationship with Nigeria. Number 2, Biafrans need British diplomatic support for the restoration of the independent and sovereign state of Biafra through a United Nations supervised referendum. As much as Ndi Igbo is not opposed to foreign partnerships, the most important partnership that Ndi Igbo need at this time are Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's unconditional release and the referendum as enshrined in the United Nations Charter for Human Rights. Anything short of the above mentioned partnership engagement is dead on arrival. Biafrans, particularly Ndi Igbo, are more than capable of developing our own land when we become free from the British amalgamation yoke. We want Britain to know that Ndi Igbo are not happy in Nigeria, and to prevent another civil war, they should allow Biafrans to leave Nigeria peacefully. If Britain can exit peacefully from the European Union, why is Britain forcing Nigerians to remain in a bloody and irreconcilable union? What is good for the goose is also good for the gender. Pertinent questions for the British High Commissioner in Nigeria are: Number 1, Dr. Richard Montgomery, are you aware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a Biafran British citizen, traveled to Kenya with his British passport? 2, are you aware that he was kidnapped, tortured, and renditioned to Nigeria like a criminal for having different political opinions? 3. Are you aware that 2 courts of competent jurisdictions have discharged and acquitted him, yet he is still being held by the Nigerian government in DSS solitary confinement? These are Nigerian courts, for your information. Number 4, are you aware of his deteriorating health conditions inside the DSS dungeon? Number 5, did Britain abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he is demanding for Biafra exit from Nigeria, or because he is a black Igbo man who happened to have British citizenship? Number 6, why is Britain insisting on Nigeria unity even when the amalgamation treaty has expired? Dear British High Commissioner, kindly inform your government that this generation of Biafrans is not ignorant about what we want. We wouldn't allow those who deceived our forefathers to deceive us also. All the predicaments Igbo are facing in Nigeria today emanated from British colonization and continue the duplicity. Therefore, we are warning Ohanese Igbo worldwide to desist from any partnership with the British government until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released unconditionally and Biafra referendum date is scheduled. The British government has the capability and the diplomatic clout to make the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra referendum possible, but have chosen otherwise. Whether Britain exercises their diplomatic clout on Nigeria or not, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra will still be free in due time. Neither Ohanese Igbo nor any other Igbo organization is permitted to have any form of partnership with the British government until our request is met. Anyone or group that goes ahead to fraternize with the British government or her affiliates on whatever string gifts called the partnership will be considered a traitor and will be treated as such. Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for the indigenous people of Biafra. That is our press release. Therefore, we must continue. There are many headlines, news headlines, but I will treat them another day. I want to go into the submission, or my today's submission, please. I want to go straight into today's submission. There is a place one news headline, I want to put it. I said, I invoked a spirit in Ogun State during Naira scarcity, or Naira scarcity era, that we would vote and still win. President Tinubu, he said it when he visited, I think, Ogun State. He said he invoked the spirit of Yoruba land. And I love that. Any political, Igbo politician that could have this boldness. Remember, Tinubu is a Muslim. That is why you see, Yoruba, whether you're a Muslim, a Christian, all those things don't matter. What matters is their roots. You understand? Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, said it. He said that he invoked, during the time of crisis, he invoked the spirit in Ogun State. You understand? In Ijebu, he invoked the spirits to fight for him. Peter Bioga, I invoke Amadioha, you know that. I'll quick better than you. Can you hear me? I got every church, Bia Kanishi. Mande Hotana Vision. Mocho. Mande Jukupurona, God called them on telephone, tell them that, Obi will win. Shame on all of you. I say, shame on all of you for, scamming gullible people. The luck you people have is our people are highly gullible. That is why they follow you people like morons. Tinubu is saying he invoked the spirit, the Yoruba spirit, in order to win. He didn't say I invoke Allah, the Islamic Allah. No. All depending on agenda, we must continue. or the bending echendi. We must continue. Now, as I said, the topic of my submission today, the role of the people, unquote, the people, that is the population, the masses, in a republic. You know, Nigeria, you have in the passport, Nigeria passport, Federal Republic of Nigeria. But people don't understand that is a scam. The highest scam that, with the help of Britain, the caliphate has done. How can you call Federal Republic where Sharia, there is Hizbah police in the north. Sharia is being used as a code of law, constitutional law in parts of the north. I think few days back, they stoned one butcher in, I think, either Sokoto or Zamfara for blasphemy in a republic. Really, if you see any person that's called himself an intellectual, a Nigerian intellectual, I'm telling you. I'm professor. You say, are you a Nigerian? Yes. Give him a dirty slap. Because they are confused. They are completely confused. I'm telling you honestly. How can you call Nigeria Federal Republic of Nigeria, where people are being killed by the mob in a Sharia law? Okay, Afghanistan is a Federal Republic of Afghanistan. They can equally answer Federal Republic. Ndisyoji. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as Ndisyoji alamni. Ndisyoji. Honestly. If not for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, that is restructuring our brains. That's why we don't have electricity. When you have visa to travel to Italy, to Germany, you go Egatoro, Jesus Mama. When you are traveling, whereas a German citizen with German passport will simply come to, if he need visa, he can even call and they bring him visa in his apartment, begging him. Whereas if you get the visa to Germany, you start jumping up. Why? Because you are lower than them. do you understand? That is it. You are lower than them. We don't massage words. That is the reality. If you are annoyed, go and repair your brains so that we can be able to build a viable civilization. That is what we are talking here, and nothing more. We cannot be praising ourselves. Black is beautiful, but we are the wretched of the world. When you have American visa, you start giving testimony in the church because you are lower. Lower. Whereas an American citizen, you beg him to come and collect visa, Nigeria visa. You'll be begging the person, an American citizen. What is the difference? You are lower than them. That is factual. You are lower. So, the role of the people in a republic, that is the subject matter, the topic of my discussion today. Now, for your information, we first of all define a republic. A republic is a state in which political power, or that is supreme power, rests with the people, that is with the public, and their elected representatives, in contrast with a monarchy. The key words there is supreme power, that is political power, rests with the public, with the people. How? Through their elected representatives. A remark, underline all those keywords. Our key phrases. I'm coming. Modern republics are founded on the idea that sovereignty rests with the people. Sovereignty rests with the people. Supreme power rests with the people, not with a few politicians. No. Do you understand? Are you understanding me? The people. You know, when you have power, you don't know how to use it. It is useless, absolutely useless. It's useless to you. You have for example, AK-47. You don't know how to charge it. You don't know how to couple it. You don't know how to charge bullets. You don't know what is of no use to you. You saw no need. That is the same way Nigerians are. A population of 200 and something million are there. Very powerful population, but they don't understand the power they have. When you ask them, go to the streets and ask street talks like that. Ask people, how do you see the government? Now wow, government, they no go anything they do. Oh, we follow them now. Government, now wow, they put us into suffering. Government. Now, if government agree now, they don't understand the meaning of government. Nigerians think that government is different from the people. They thought that government acts independently from the people. But do you know what? It is capital no. It is capital no. For a starter, government is the group of people with the authority, another key word there, the authority to govern a country or a state. You understand? That key word authority, without authority, there will be no government to govern the people, because that key word is authority. Who gives them the authority? It's the people. It is the people. Normally, it is the people that mandates or gives authority to this group of governing body or elected representatives. That's it in a republic. But lo and behold, Nigerians don't know, because they are ignorant. They are ignorant. There are many things that are causing it. The devil is in the details, please. There are many things that promotes their ignorance in the Nigerian setting. And that is why they become powerless. The people become powerless. Less than 0.5% called politicians are in control, looting, acting with impunity against 200 and something million people. Last time during the changing of money saga, you see money being loaded in containers, old currency that have turned into sand, destroyed by termites. It became manure. That is how bad it is. Very, very. The wickedness in Nigeria has risen to the high heaven. You know, you people are reading in the Bible that Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed because of the evil happening there. That is nonsense. The evil that is happening in Nigeria, the wickedness happening in Nigeria, that of Sodom and Gomorrah is not up to 1%. How can a human being, one person, will store cash? Primitive accumulation syndrome will store cash, heaping cash like a story building, to the extent and forget, leave it there until it becomes, it's a paper, until it becomes destroyed by termites. It's appalling. And people are moving on the streets begging. People have no, at least if they use the money building okay, you loot, you build factories for people to employ people. They don't do it in Nigeria. The level of wickedness, and what prompts this wickedness? Because of the gullibility of the people. Let me tell you, that is the truth. That is the truth. Without the people, there will be no government. You understand? In a republic, the people usually checkmates their elected representatives. That's bringing checks and balances. The same way law is meant to checkmate individual excesses. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Are you hearing it? If the elected representative failed to represent according to the will of the people, it is the duty of the people to rise up spontaneously in order to question or chase away those representatives. Because in a country, the people is above the constitution. You understand? Do you know why? Because they can rise up and abolish the constitution in a revolution. And it becomes irreversible. Do you understand? In Tunisia in 2011, the population rose up against their president, and he ran away, and he died in Saudi Arabia. Is irreversible. There were laws, constitutions in the country that people should know the president is there, is elected, is this and that. But once the population is, is filled up with indignation. No more. Once they rise up spontaneously to hell with the constitution. Because in a country, the people is more than the constitution. You understand? The people is above the constitution in a country. That is why in, I think, 1989 or 1990, the people of Romania rose up and went and captured their president Ceausescu and the wife. You understand? And gave him a trial, public trial, and executed him within few days. Somebody that he felt that he was above, he just like God. So what the power belongs to the people in every country. But the problem is, once the people are divided, now the power now that they should have now lies to their rulers or their politicians. That is what is happening in Nigeria. Do you understand me? People are gullible. That is why they are powerless. Nigerians are powerless because they are gullible. They are ignorant. Do you understand me? That is why a politician will be acting with impunity. Do you know who I am? Who are you? It is the people that made you who you are. Are you understanding what I'm saying? It is the people that made you who you are. There is a news, let me see. I think in Nigerian army killed 3 youths in Edo for protesting against unemployment and extortions. In Edo, this is a news headline. I think maybe it happened yesterday. The news of today. Do you understand me? Nigerian army, they killed 3 youths in Edo, shot at point blank range, and nothing is happening because the people don't understand their power, because they have been divided and separated through tribalism, everything you can think of. How will you protest? Well, people will come out. They will say, no, don't come out. If you come out now, IPOB will hijack. Igbos will go. You want Igbos to be in control? No, don't come out. Continue suffering. That is the thing. But let me tell you, today you see what is happening in France. In France today, because of what happened, I think yesterday, one chap of 17-year-old boy was killed by a police officer in Paris. Do you understand me? He was killed because under normal control, they say the guy don't have a driving license, and he was stopped by the cop for control. 17-year-old, and the chap got stopped when the police was demanding for his papers, all those things, driving license, all he moved the car and run, and they killed him. The police officer in France. Now, the police, they gave out a statement that no, the boy wanted, because he's from Algeria origin. So anything that he's a terrorist, he want to jam them, he want to run over them, not knowing that there was somebody videoing the whole episode. That is why I love social media. Nothing can go without the camera of any person seeing you. Do you see it? So the person brought out the video into the social media, and all hell broke loose in front till today, till now. Because they understand, they know their people, they know their rights, they know that power belongs to them. Few minutes ago, Macron, to the extent Macron went into emergency security meeting with his cabinets. This is where people are alive politically. But in Nigeria, every day police, military is killing. In our land, they kill you, they burn your house, you don't do nothing. On the streets, they will shoot you, you can't do nothing. They will tell you, I will kill you and nothing will happen, and they will kill you and nothing happen. Because you have a people, a gullible people, very weak people. Are you hearing what I'm saying? The amount of destruction in France since, is it yesterday or 2 days ago till today, it is enormous. They burnt police offices. Do you understand? They burnt even mayor's offices. They burnt different cars, everything. They're on the rampage in France. As I'm talking to you, I think they impose a curfew in some places. Because they understand. Today, even Macron have spoken, I think yesterday, but he didn't appease the public. When they interviewed, I see they interviewed the people on the street. They say yes, even if the boy is wrong, he didn't have a driving license, the law didn't authorize a policeman to shoot him. That is how, where there is rule of law. Do you know that if it's in Nigeria, it is the miserable population that will be condemning the dead body, the dead person, the victim. That, why not have a license now? They drive a car. He doesn't know that he break the law. He break the law. Is the policeman authorized to kill the person? When you see the difference between light and darkness. If somebody breaks the law, take him. The law says take him, not kill him. You should never be the judge and the jury and the executioner. It's impossible. Otherwise, what is the responsibility of a government? Or what is the credibility of the state? Otherwise, the state will be in anarchy. They carry you, kill you. Why are people paid to be the judge in a court? Why is court established? All these things Nigerians don't ask because they are the most stupid, gullible, and wicked set of people on earth. Do you understand me? They condemn the victim. And now, why? In Nigeria, the police, Nigerian police are never trained to run, to catch an unarmed individual or a petty thief. They are not trained to do so. You see somebody that maybe stole banana and they pursue him. You will see a policeman, he will just carry not a small pistol, AK-47. We could shoot the person, kill him, and the population will be happy. Oh no, he thief banana now. Why he thief banana? You know, say if he thief banana, not thief he be now. Policeman, if you're a policeman, he can kill you now. Because the people are stupid. They don't understand law. They don't understand how states, how constitutions work. That is why they release the Nigerian law, the Nigerian court released, discharged our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and acquitted. And still he's been maintained. And you will see some people that don't release him. He's an Igbo man. He did this. But the law has said something. That is how how a country should run, under law and order. Any country that is enjoying the Westphalian Sovereignty Agreement, under United Nations Charter, should be responsible. But Nigeria is not, because it is the way it is being programmed. And for the people, it has become the modus operandi, the custom of the day. Here on Radio Biafra, we tell you how it is. This is a jungle. You understand? I say Nigerian police are never trained to run. only to kill, to shoot. You see somebody, normally an unarmed person, it doesn't matter what he steals, it doesn't matter what he commits, as long as he's not armed, he's running. Normally, the police officers are trained to run, to catch him using non-lethal method. Even I saw in a video sometime, I think Scotland Yard, the police, he pursues a criminal, and the boy jumped into River Thames. The policeman followed him. He was armed with pistol. He cannot shoot, never. The policeman followed him and jumped into the river to swim, because you are trained. The police are trained to be so. As long as they see that the criminal or the presumed criminal is not lethal, it's not lethal, it's not armed, now you use hand, because you are trained. You should be trained even in physical combat in order to overcome the person and handcuff him. That is how it is. The man who followed him into the river, even cold, because it was cold time, into cold river, and that's it. If he escapes, he escapes. They will know that the man have tried. As a police officer, he will communicate. All his clothes, he jump into the river with all his clothes. But in Nigerian case, they are not trained to. Everything is, they use gun. What type of banana republic is that? Remember, I'm talking about the rule of the people in a republic. You understand? Now, in a republic, the people usually checkmate their elected representatives. That is checks and balances. The same way law is made to checkmate individual excesses. You know what makes people live together as a state, as a country, as people, is law. You know your limit. But in Nigeria, no. Do what you, as long as you know somebody in the hierarchy, in the police, in the military, everybody is behaving as he wants. That's why, like in Biafra land, you see every morning people will carry megaphone, come and be disturbing you asleep in the name of preaching to you. Do you see it? They don't consider you must listen, because they are your God, they are your commander. You must listen to their message. And the gullible people don't know that this is infringement on people's rights. They don't know. You enter into a bus, always this one will come and preach to you. You say, but I don't want, please, can you control this? They will not understand it. No, he's talking about God now, so he must preach to you. Do you see where people don't understand? That is the type of education, the type of low mentality, through low education that is being there. Normally, law should be the, everything. Law. That is why without law, there will be no order. There will be no order, no sentiment. But the Nigerians don't know about it. They don't know. They use sentiment. Oh man of God, leave him. Don't judge not. Don't judge for you not to be judged. Ndiara. Who tell you in this world where we are living by law? It's only law that maintains, checkmates individual excesses. You know that? Because human being is created normally with excesses, excess selfishness. But law makes you to be humble. Law will make you, in order to consider others, even politicians, the ruling class, the governed and the governing and the governed. That is how it is. But in Nigeria, they don't know all these things. We must continue. If the elected representatives fail to represent according to the will of the people, it is the duty of the people to rise up spontaneously in order to question or chase away those representatives. In a country, the people is above the constitution, because they can rise up and abolish the constitution in a revolution. in the place known today as the Federal Republic of Nigeria, does political power really belong to the people? If not, why? A Federal Republic of Nigeria. A confused set of people. Does political power really belong to the people? The answer is no. This is because the creator of Nigeria, which is Britain, smartly destroyed and faked the process through which the power rests with the people. You know, Britain destroyed it and faked it, brought out fake. They destroyed this process right from the beginning and installed the fake system, which only provides a fake face to the world as if the republic is real and is the highly dangerous. When you provide fake, deep fake, is highly dangerous. That is what Britain did in the Nigerian setting. Oh, Nigeria is the highest democracy in Africa. Nigeria is this and that. But in reality, they are tyranny is even more better than them. Look at the 3 people, 3 youths gone down in Edo at point blank range, and as if nothing happened in Edo for protesting legally, peaceful protesters against unemployment. It is their right. And the police extortions, military man, a human being like them, because he's in uniform in a banana republic, an animal kingdom like that, he cock his gun that he cannot never produce, manufacture in the next 1,000 years, something imported, and killed people's children, women's children, women's sons, families' sons and sons, 3 sons, and killed them because they were protesting. Do you see why without law, there will be no order? Without the people understanding their power, the people will continue suffering. I say, go tune in your television or social media. Check what is happening in France as I'm talking to you. There is a curfew in some places because the thing is spreading like wildfire to many cities. Why should a policeman kill a civilian? Even if he's a criminal, he committed crime, there is a rule of law. He will be charged to court and sent to prison for correction. That is how the law stipulates it. The law didn't give you a gun in order to shoot any person you want at any slightest provocation. But in Nigeria, it's not so, and people have taken it as a normal thing. It's normal. Now, why the guy now? You will see people that will be blaming those protesters. Now, they don't know, say the military, they know they tolerate now. Why they come out on the street to protest now? Now them cause them now. This is is annoying. The same people that will be victim tomorrow, he is the person that will be, demonizing the victim. Very, very sad indeed. Very, very sad. You understand? But in a country like France, it can happen because the people are alive and kicking. The people are alive and kicking. So there is no, if Macron talks rubbish, all of them will come out on the street and pursue him. Remember French revolutions. Are you hearing me? I talked about one of the phases of French revolutions last Saturday. They took power from their monarchs and destroyed their monarchy till today. France become a republic until today. So any slightest thing, the people will warn the politicians that we are watching. Do not take us for granted, otherwise we come out and kill all of you, because they are in the high majority. The people are kingmakers. But in Nigeria, they have relegated everybody to be slaves. And the worst part of it is that if a victim or a victim of the system, of the evil, the wickedness of the system by the ruling class, it is still these slaves, many of them, that will be even demonizing and blaming the victim like them. That is where, when you look at it, you say, it's impossible. No mekwantarism. I'm telling you. The only thing is that is why we are laying this foundation for another mentality. For us not to carry the Nigerian mentality to enter Biafra. Otherwise, that is why this radio is handy. In order to de-Nigerianize us, de-Nigerianize our brains, to make us start reasoning in another way. That is the reality. Britain faked that system, the process, the procedure that puts power to the hands of the people in Nigeria. Britain destroyed it and brought out the fake. Do you understand me? They brought out the fake. They rigged the Nigerian election, first election. I think 1920s, where they even indicted Herbert Macaulay. They rigged the Nigerian the census. So everything in Nigeria is fake. That is why I have problems with people that are trying to every time how Nigeria will be better. Let us do this. Nigeria will be good. There is nothing you can do because Nigeria is founded on a wrong footing, on a faulty foundation. So how can you make it better? Are you going to go back and say no? What Britain did in 1956 is not good. It's not now. Is declared the fake. Now the population of South is more bigger than the North. Is that what you are going to start it there? Come on, let us be serious. So Britain destroyed that process that will put power into the hands of people. Now they brought out fake. But what is happening in Nigeria is more than tyranny. Now the politicians in a so-called republic become tyrants. No checkmating. The people cannot talk. Look at the elections. Is it Imo people that voted for Hope Uzodimma? The answer is no. But it's a democracy. It's a republic where power belongs to the people. And he is killing everybody. He is killing the people. Is it Buhari is it people that brought Buhari to power? Nigerians, the answer is no. Is it your PVC? The answer is no. I will play a clip. What of Tinubu? Oh, the Tinubu that now Jagaban. Is it your vote? The answer is no. They say they have INEC has deleted anything about the uploading of a presidential election. They have deleted all. Because they know that what happened there is abracadabra, as usual. So Britain started it right from time. So that any person that I was watching the motorcade of Tinubu, I don't know whether it's up to 2,000. Wasting money for nothing. And you will fix Nigeria, right? Oh. You are not the person that put Buhari there. They are just doing you puppies, abracadabra. The more you look, the less you see. It's British. Is their work. They started Nambuko Bitro. Let me play you this clip, which he have been playing on Radio Biafra. But is this this man, Olawumi, the former Nigerian intelligence officer, military intelligence officer, the worst one. He said he lost his family because of the job he's doing for Nigeria. Because he can never talk to his wife, tell the wife where he's going. He can go and stay 1 week, stay 3 days outside. And honey, where did you go? No, don't ask. The woman who rightly went and the family destroyed. He's serving Nigeria. But today he's what? He's disappointed. Now let me show you where he said it's not your PVC that is working. That is what Britain have done. The smartest thing they did to Nigerians. They will show to the world, oh, you are the highest democracy, you are this and that. But even I saw a EU report, the latest EU report about the past election. Presidential election. He said, wait, let me see it. Let me see. I want to see, I think, Let me see that headline before I play that. Okay, one of the EU reports on the past election, it said Nigeria police left those who attack voters during 2023 elections, but they detained the journalist who was covering the election, who was covering the rigging, the shambles they call election. Nigeria police left those who attacked voters during 2023 election, detained journalists who was covering irregularities. Yes, EU report. It's now the 28th. It was yesterday's news headline. It's EU report. Oh, but is the president declared? Yes. Did the John congratulate him? Yes. Did some European governments congratulate him? Yeah, yes. But it's now they are sending message that that thing they did there is nonsense. But anyway, they are orangutans. So whatever that have happened has happened. How do you think that power will belong to the people? How? When you are not in charge of your representatives, they impose your representatives on you. Or how? Let me play this clip from this
team, and I've interrogated a very high-ranking member of this government in 2007, 2008 on issue of Boko Haram. I interrogated him.
There is a place I'm coming. We come there, please. Just 2 minutes. Listen.
In this government right now. And what was the issue? Boko Haram. And this senior officer was actually let go because he was found culpable. But right now he's in the government. You see, we must say the truth, because if you don't, this country is going down the precipice. We have been set back more than 60 years right now.
He said the tenor administration of Buhari and the impostors, they have set back Nigeria 60 years backwards. In ordinary Neanderthals don't understand what this thing means. What made this man to come out openly on national television? People are watching him. People that know him, that they say, Chineke, why is this man? This man should be a shadow. But he come and say, nah, if I die, I die. He said that Nigeria is set back 60 years backwards. But people they don't care, because they are not alive. You know, I call Nigerians dead bodies. They are not alive. They don't respond to stimuli. You understand? Continue listening. There is a place it will come to. I will stop there. Continue.
We've gone back to the time before 1966 now. And whoever is coming back to repair this country has a lot of work to do. This country has never been polarized, so we cannot run away from it. We have never been this much polarized. I'm a federal person. My mind is federal. My brain is federal. My loyalty is federal. I do things for the federal government.
He kill for Nigeria. He do different things, including killing. You know, our leader says, serve Nigeria and come back in shames. T.Y. Danjuma is regretting. Gowon is regretting. This man that used his whole heart to serve his so-called country is regretting. But you see other people in that position today, they are serving Nigeria, you know, they will regret in the future. That is, serve Nigeria and come back in shames. It's not only, it's everywhere, everybody. Do you understand? Because that is the way Nigeria is being programmed. It is not for you. There is an unseen hand of Britain that is there doing everything. So who are you? You can do nothing. It's just like you are in an aircraft that you are not controlling, autopilot, or you know, somebody is using radio control, teleguiding it, but you are inside that aircraft. You are useless there. You can't do nothing. The person that is outside somebody is controlling it out from outside. So you cannot say, you might be deceiving people, sharing photo that, oh, I'm piloting an aircraft now. But it's like, you know inside you that is lie. That somebody is teleguiding it. That is what Nigeria is. All these players, all these people, just to make sure Britain put Nigeria in a way to, to make sure that, there is in the facial part of it, they resemble other countries, democracy, this and they put all this, the legislature, this and that, judiciary. But in the real sense of it, it is not them controlling. Britain is at the background, removing everything like robots. So, like this man, his eyes have opened and he's regretting. He killed for the Nigeria he killed for. Is Yasarin August ago. And that is why he come out. But what can he do? The time he on about say, look, one Oga. This thing you are doing is not normal. Nigeria is not a country. It's not you that is doing. He will tell you, no. We are going to. It's we that Nigeria. It's our country. He said he killed for Nigeria. But today he come out. Normally he's supposed not to come out. You understand me? He's regretting. Let's continue. There is a place I will stop. I want to bring out.
So I cannot come here and try to be sentimental. No, I'm a federal person.
So will your life be at risk now that they're hearing you?
I don't care. I don't care. And my colleagues, they know me. Those people that are listening to me, they know me. I don't care. The issue is that this country is bigger than an individual. That is the issue. This country is bigger than individuals. Buhari will come and go. Eliminating me or killing me will not solve the problem and will not add value. But he will come and go. And somebody must come and repair the damage to the psyche of this society, the damage to the polarization, to the nepotism that I've never seen in my life. I work with all these presidents. This is the worst situation I've found myself. And believe me, internet does not forget. I was part of the people that helped to bring Buhari to government.
He is one of the people that helped to bring Buhari to the government. Listen, what happened? But you are there saying, oh yeah, it's your PVC. Now we voted for Buhari. Lekwe no here. Lekwe no here. Lekwe monkey no ineku. It's your PVC. Go and take your PVC. We vote him. We come on. You don't know there is a robotic unseen hand manipulating everything. You think that it is you? Just like if you are driving, you carry your baby, your kid, put in front seat on top of you, put his hand in a steering. He will say, oh, Daddy, I'm driving. You don't know that it is you doing the whole thing. That is how, that innocent childish brain. As far as he's touching the steering, he think he's moving the steering. He think that is driving. That is exactly the way Britain has positioned everybody in Nigeria. That is why I say they affect everything. That procedure of getting representatives, making people represent them, electing representatives, they go there, they affect it, spoil, destroyed it, and affect it. For you think you are the person doing the thing. You don't know that there is an unseen hand that is controlling everything to their like, to their taste, including this man. Listen to what he's saying.
Because I believe in him.
Have you worked with the government after that? After you helped bring the government?
Oh, of course, I worked with him. We brought him in 2015, and I work as the Deputy Director of Defense Administration. And we have a lot of hope in him. And we actually are ready to do anything for him.
For Buhari?
What he has turned out over the years is shocking to us.
Do you know what he had done? This OG, they are very stupid. It doesn't matter whether the person is, an intellectual, have a bag of 7 PhD. In this OG, there is a way they reason. Something will happen, continue happening. They read it, they see it. They will not think and say, no, what is the cause of this thing? They will think that, no, don't worry, I will change it now, don't worry. They will not study the cause of this thing. You understand me? He thought that he's going to bring Buhari and everything. He don't know that, there are unseen hands that are ordering Buhari what to do. Any government what to do. Any Nigerian politicians. Britain is ordering them from the shadows what to do. That is it. As Tinubu has gone, as a president, he went to France. He didn't even come out to talk because he was sick. He was sick. Do you think that it's you that voted for Tinubu? Britain, America, the West, they put him there for their own purposes. That is why Joe Biden reiterated several times that he's going to work with Tinubu. I'm going to work with Chinedu because they have gotten what they want. They have gotten their deal. They have gotten their deals. After all, included in their deals is your organs are for them. They have sold your organs. You don't know. In Nigeria, Niger, they will bring importation of food, everything in the supermarkets. You are going to buy. You don't know that you are buying poison in Nigeria. You don't know. Because you are not here. You don't know. Oh, you are Niger. You are Niger. Agakwana ga kọrọ ubi ihe igotere na ihe kọtara n'ubi gị the best food, the most healthy food. Because ihe niile a na-eri ma magio ma this and that ihe ọṅụṅụ a na-etinyecha ya so that ị ga na-enwe kidney problem. Na ghọta ị ga na-enwe kidney problem. So that he can go log, make up before you name your kidney, wepu your liver, declare it dead. He won't pay. He won't pay because you are stupid. A people that is stupid and gullible, you will continue dying like flies. But IPOB, we have chosen another path. That's it. Continue listening how they brought Buhari, please. That is where I want to go. Listen.
I was in Harvard in 2014, in December, when the Department of State Services and CIA and others were contemplating about Buhari and other aspirants. I know what we did to convince the American government that the only person that can come and put this country right is Buhari. That was before the Lagos APC, before they choose within. Right. And that was how Tinubu came in.
That was how Tinubu came in, even to be a governor. Do you know that? The man made the revelations, but due to your dead body, you don't know, you don't listen. He said this is how Tinubu came in, from governorship to become a governor. The foreign hands, the foreign American government, the CIA, they put him, they say, okay, we are go and run for governorship. We are going to support you. You will be there. But look, we make you after you become the president. Do you think, how does our leader know? In 2015. He said, this is how Tinubu came. So, you that is shouting, we are going to vote for president. You are, as a Nigerian, you are useless. Honestly, you are useless. There is another unseen hand. How do you think that in a so-called republic, a foreign government is contemplating on who to choose for you? But you as an idiot, you think that it is you that is voting them in. Have you had this thing in any other country before? But in Nigeria, they will tell you everything, but you cannot react now. You cannot react because you are as useless as Ameba. That is how useless. Even Ameba is more useful than you. You understand? There is nothing you can do. You believe in the abracadabra of Britain. Oh, yeah, PVC. Oh, all these things is a means of collecting money, looting more money, and giving some to Britain because they are printing it. They have companies that are printing all these things. But the real power, the real king makers, is Britain, is America. Can you ever hear in the history of any country that it is the foreigners that America that selected their president and they brought it out for you? He said the CIA, American State Department, was contemplating on you who will be your president. You are in Nigeria speaking long grammar as a primate. You are. How you are going to vote for your PVC is your power in a republic. It makes me sad, honestly. It makes me very sad. And you'll be looking for your problems. Nah, what a problem in Nigeria? Where will it stop? Because the people has no power. Those that are controlling you are outsiders. Are they living with you? Are Americans living with you in Nigeria? So what concerns them whether you have electricity or not? It is you that is suffering it. Unless you rise up as a people in order to stop all this nonsense in a revolution, it will never stop. You will continue dying like useless lower animals you are. You continue dying miserable deaths, suffering and dying. Because foreigners are selecting your government, your presidents and governors and everything in a republic. What pains me, in a republic. That is where I am highly pained. And you have professors, you have intellectuals that claim they know this and that. They read. The man said he was in Harvard. I was in Harvard. Akaprayaka. Monkey naga na Harvard. You are in America. You, as a Nigerian, you don't know that you are lower than monkey. Otherwise, you will be asking questions. What is happening in my country? So called. That is why IPOB, we have chosen our path in order to separate ourselves from this nonsense, this robotic rubbish. You are calling republic. Federal, you carry passport, they write Federal Republic of Nigeria. That is why when they see you, now there is social media is showing everything, bearing everything. When they see you having Nigerian passport, anywhere you tender it, they look at you as a rhesus monkey, as the most primitive type of monkey. They will say, but this person is written Federal Republic. But we are seeing what is happening in the social media. Police will kill people on the street with impunity. People don't come out. In Edo State, 3 boys were being shot to death. Nothing happened. It becomes a part of the news. And nothing happened. But you are having a passport that wrote the Republic. Do you see where, how trying imitation is very dangerous? You understand? Fake. It's better we develop in our own organic ways. Do you understand me? If power really rests in the hands of the Nigeria people, how come that the Nigerian intelligence officer had to convince the American government that Buhari should become the president? This is our question. If you see Professor Wole Soyinka, you ask him, sir, I respect him. Remember, Wole Soyinka was put in jail by Gowon from I think 1968 or 67 to 70 because of Biafra. For your information, that is why I don't insult him anyhow, because he tried to speak for Biafra. Wole Soyinka, you are seeing. It's a fact. It's a historical fact. He served throughout the war. He served it in Lagos jail. I think Kirikiri. I'm telling you, because he was vocal for Biafra. He came to Biafra land. He came to Biafra. He smuggled himself to Biafra and saw what is happening. When he went back, he said, "No, Nigeria should not be doing this. Go on, they carry him and throw him in jail." They say, "Why are you talking for Nyamri? Are you crazy?" So that is why I respect him. You understand? If power really rests in the hands of the Nigeria people, how come the Nigerian intelligence officers had to convince the American government that Buhari should become the president? And you believe that you are the people that put him and others in power? Are you not hopeless? Can't you, when you see an average Nigerian, you are seeing a worm, ordinary worm. This struggle made me, if I see a Nigerian, I look at you with disdain. I'm telling you. Because you are simply nothing. You are a worm. When all the foreigners will be putting in place, people imposing people on you, but you are the worst. Had it been, you start calling me and say, no, we know that no need of PVC, but you don't know, and you start pretending that my PVC, go and carry your PVC, is it because you are an ordinary animal? You are a hopeless animal. You know what is republic? Ask them, tell them, Oga, why is it that is America that is imposing? You have to convince America to bring somebody to be your president. You convince America, will say, okay, bring him, let us see, or he will be good for you. And you when Donald Trump call you shithole, you will be wriggling your head. You are more than shithole, honestly. You are more than shithole. And Britain will be canvassing propaganda. Oh, Nigeria is the largest democracy. You don't know that it is Britain that is controlling everything on autopilot. You are there just sitting. They use you, do photos, say, I'm the pilot. But they don't know that nothing there. Nothing you are doing. You are just sitting inside. Nothing. Pretending only. You should be ashamed of yourself as a Nigerian. This man revealed it. Let me replay it just 1 second. 1 second before I continue. Okay, just listen.
I was in Harvard in 2014, December, when the Department of State Services and CIA and others were contemplating about Buhari and other aspirants. I know what we did to convince the American government that the only person that can come and put this country right is Buhari. That was before the election.
So they have to convince the American government, somebody that will come and you be your president, that it's we that vote him in. I want you to think. I say, this brain you are carrying is not for fancy, please. It's not for fancy, it's for thinking. Reason. They have to convince the American government that, this person should be our president. So please take him. They will go now and say, are you going to be, can you do that? Can you provide our interest? You will say, God, me, I do anything. They say, okay, don't worry. They will tell them, go, we have had. Yeah. They will invite Buhari, and they will write in Vanguard, Buhari lives for consultations in America. Hey, you see, our candidate, even he has gone to America. You don't know that you are an idiot. They will interview him. What do you think you can do for us if you become the president? What can you do for America? He said, Oga, I go do them for everything. He said, okay, you are the president of Nigeria. Okay. So we bring everything you sign. They brought everything you sign. You will make sure that the whole oil will have so percent. You don't, any person that is talking about electricity, you go and invade him and kill him. They say, God, I can't pay. Only that we will give you small thing, just you and your Fulani headsmen. Be on rampage. Take any portion of Nigeria, no problem. We'll be protected. He said, God, I can't pay. I go do them for you. You as an idiot, you be in Nigeria. PVC. PVC. My PVC is my power. Tomorrow, you come be vying for power with the same equality with an American. Is it because I'm a Nigerian? Because you a Neanderthal. That's it. So that is it. That is what happened.
The Lagos, the APC, before they choose within.
Right.
And that was how Tinubu came in. We know what we did, but what he has done in the past 6 years is shocking. It's unprecedented. And it should not be allowed to be swept under the carpet because the damage to the psyche of this country is monumental.
We'll talk more on this, but pardon me, we've kept Mr. Alfred on.
That's it. That's it. You understand me? The role of the people in a republic. That is the topic, the caption of my submission today. Now, if the people are not in charge of political power in a republic, it means that the government is simply representing the will of those that put them in power. Are you hearing me? That is it. That is why Nigerians are suffering. That is why, Nigerians are dying every day, miserable deaths, kidnapping, everything is on the rampage. Everything. The whole type of wickedness and evil you can see in this world is there. Because those that are on top of them are not representing them. The people has no power in a republic, which is absurd. Which is really absurd. The creator of Nigeria, which is Britain, introduced tribalism and is effectively using it as a means of remaining in total control of the country instead of the people. They brought tribalism. Do you remember NSAS? So that the people will be divided into pieces. So that people will hate Igbo, hate Igbo. It's Igbo coup, 1966. Since that day, hate Igbo. Anything that is Igbo is Igbo, you people are mumu, they are destroying you. I think it's Igbo that is you want Igbo to rise up. They say no. Say okay. That is what Britain introduced, and that is what is killing Nigeria. But let me tell you, if a serpent does not swallow another serpent, it will not grow. As Nigeria is dwindling in crisis, it is to the benefit of America, to the benefit of Britain, to the benefit of all other countries. Because Nigeria is a giant carcass that both a hyena, vulture, any type of carnivorous animal, very dangerous animals came to feed on. Unchallenged. That is what Nigeria is. I saw another on social media, another pipeline that they built on top of the sea into high sea. And the government said they don't know about this thing, that only government can do it. This is what Britain, America, Germany, this is what they are getting. And that is why they will clamor. They will clap for you. Oh, you're a democracy. You are the largest democracy in the world. But what baffles me is Nigerians doesn't have sense. You people don't have sense. Can't you rally around and say no? There is problem in this country. There is a fundamental problem. Let us resolve it. No. As long as somebody is gaining from it, in this UG, will they act? The answer is no. And people are suffering. People are suffering. It's very sad. You understand me? Very, very sad. If the people are not in charge of political power in a republic, it means that the government is simply representing the will of those that put them in power. The creator of Nigeria, which is Britain, introduced tribalism and is effectively using it as a means of remaining in total control of the country instead of the people. Because whenever this tribalism, whenever any change you want to come, they will activate that extreme tribalism. Oh, it's Igbos that want to take over. They want to take over. They don't want to. Britain, they are through their caliphate. They will activate it. Oh, now people that are fighting for one cause, they will now separate, divide, and everything. They will fall back to the status quo. They did it on NSAS. And you see, Bola Tinubu. Do you remember when Katrina Lang, the then British, that shot engine, that witch, Katrina Lang visited at the middle of NSAS. Katrina Lang visited Bola Ahmed Tinubu in his home. The following day, military were sent in order to slaughter people in Lekki. And this tribalism started, and the thing started going down. The work of Britain. And they rewarded the Tinubu because they went to remind him that, look, do you know that, do you remember that you are the next president of Nigeria? As we have agreed, say yes. Say, what are you waiting to kill these people? Who will talk for them? Use your might as a Jagaban in order to destroy everything, and we are here for you. Because we will not allow our interest to go by like that for people to take power in this republic. It is a fake and we want it to remain fake. Immediately, Bola went into work. He activated his social media bloggers to inject virus into the people. Oh, it is Igbos destroying the properties in Lagos or Yoruba properties. So why this and that? Now things started going down. They invited military and started slaughtering everybody. And today he is the president. And you see people that are clapping for him because he's for their own. He's from their tribe. It's very sad indeed. And America applauded him. He's their criminal anyway, so they can use him anyhow they want. Very sad indeed. We are in a world of exploitation. Any person that tells you that this world is a world of justice, spit on that person. Is lying to you. We are in a world whereby the strong eats the weak, whereby lion eats the lamb. Because that is it. The only solution is for us to be organizable and be strong as a people. Reduce selfishness because it will be that is the only thing. That is what we are clamoring for. Going back to our roots. So that we'll be as a bunch and get whatever we want. We focus and be like one person and demand for it and get it. You understand? If we are practicing our local and organic form of republicanism in our own organic nation of Biafra, we the people don't have any need to convince the United States government to install one person or another as our president, because the people shall be in charge, because we the people shall be in charge. Do you hear it? If had it been we are practicing our organic republicanism, because we Biafrans, we are organic, we are Republicans in nature, organically. We will institute our type of government organically that even America, they don't know. They will not know. We might not go by the name of the legislatures. No. We call ourselves Omunna. We institute our own type of government. No, Omunna. We do it our own way. That America will not come start imposing somebody on, because they don't understand the system. They will not understand the system. Instead of carrying people, teaching them in Harvard, they study and what happened? You don't know how to. They continue teaching you how to run a government, which means before Europeans came to our land, we are not existing as a people. No government in our land. That is what you are trying to prove to them. We should change our mentality, please. This is what we preach here. Therefore, what is going on in the zoological republic called Nigeria simply shows that the people are never in charge. Foreigners are in charge, and they mandate those they impose on the people to loot and do anything they want with impunity. Let me show you example. It is a news headline also. You know, the impostor now, that is the impostor of Buhari, that is out. You know what he said? He told Tinubu, say, I don't want to be disturbed with any probe. Buhari tells Tinubu in London. That was 2 days ago. News of 2 days ago, 27th. So, in a republic, a president now becomes or former president is a tyrant, is a dictator. Former presidents or prime ministers in France, in Israel, in different other countries have been queried in court. Some sent to jail. You understand? Even in Israel, sent to jail, probed. But a former president of a republic, so-called republic, just warned the present president, don't want to be disturbed with any probe. So make you know, as a king now, and you call yourself is a republic. Now Nigerians say, I don't. You know, these things is why anywhere they see Nigeria passport, they pounce on you. Because you are lower than every other human being, including every other African. They will see a Gambian pass, no problem. See a Togolese and a Ivorian pass with a passport. They salute you with a you know, laughter and a welcoming voice. But once they see the green passport Nigeria, they say this lower animal has come. You useless idiot. Come on, stay here. You want to claim? Say, stay there. You want to claim right here? If it's in your country, your police will just carry you, go outside and kill you. You want to claim right here? He said, I don't want the impostor of Buhari. I don't want to be disturbed with any probe. So if there's anything, all the looted funds that they need, said that they don't want, because he's a king now in a republic, and Nigerians are there watching. Watching. After you say we don't have electricity. Why will you have electricity? Why will you have electricity when you are not behaving like a updated human being? Why? In as much as we, the people, are not in control of those imposed on us as our political representative, we have to look for other ways of being in charge of our destiny. And this is why we choose this option of getting out of the bondage called Nigeria in order to restore our organic nation, where we shall be in charge and develop in our own organic ways. That is why we are self-determining our future. Engage in self-determination in order to get our country, whereby we will become real republicans we have been before the Europeans came to our land and destroyed our civilization. We will go back and become who we are. No person will command us from outside. No person will impose any person on us and tell us to come and take PVC as abracadabra as they are doing Nigerians. In the next 4 years, they will come again. Hey, your PVC is power. Your generations all come. If you talk it in my ear. This is where I'm going to stop. Nigeria is, every time if you wake up and remember that your root is from that side, Chineke. I'm telling you honestly. It used to happen to me. Say, why now? Why? But there is only one reason. In order to bring light to the darkest part of that quagmire called Nigeria. This is where I'm going to stop. I will go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, our lines will be open. Please do not go away. I'll be right back.
Kaije, kunitenu kaije. Kaije, kunitenu kaije. Kaije, kunitenu kaije.
Hey ya,
Kaije,
hey ya,
kaije.
hey ya, hey ya. Umu Biafra kunitenu. Umu Biafra kunitenu. Umu Biafra kunitenu. Biafra kunitenu. Nja useme wanyalu. Oli amara wanyisi. Umu Biafra kunitenu. Biafra kunitenu.
Ejawala me kwampo. And if I jump any zoo soldier, he go hear them. Say you know, I get to bucket yo. Oh nah, you get to gun, I get to rocket yo. Oh nah.
Adia samba bura rogo. Umu Biafra I don't know. We be the true blood of Israel. They be the bloody Philistines. So we go take them one by one, and then go run. When you always singing a zoo, and you go and marry. No negotiation, you. Everybody let's stand attention, you. No violence, no resolution, you. To hell with amalgamation, you. Fighting for our right, brother, it's not a crime. Biafra is our right, make gonna give us a Biafra.
We are Biafrans, lovers of freedom. We a nation, no contemplation.
Pull the trigger, shoot down the warplane. Shaker, give me the Tigers machine gun. No more Nigeria, no more Zoo soldier for my area.
Okereke, at the best fire way I did, I be okereke. The lock up full, they carry, they feel like okereke. Anything I made, they go want to pass okereke. We don't want negotiation, we want tabakeleke. Shekeleke, obikeleke. Oh, we want to spara HAUSA-SERVICE. No castigation, Biafra our nation. My people let us go.
Apagoji, I come back again. Original Biafra me I come. See me a blessed land me I want. Babylon, them I wanna push on down. Almighty Jah, yeah, children them I cry. Plenty men every day them I die. A wicked nation, them I know they try. I get a gospel, me I know they lie.
Egala isoko ndi Igbo kaite. Ibibio Igwere bụ ụmụ Biafra. Anang ijobuku ụmụ Chukwu Abịama. Efik Ogota come together.
Yeah, I got pay a nail one day I walk and whining. You when they were men, my the people are crying. Catch you know me, all the gonna move strong men should stand, man. Didn't only make kuje. Urobo isoko egala yana one day idoma. We ain't scared of war. I got go behind a coma. Loha, hoha. We are coming for our rights, that's why we the fight.
As a real Biafra, Nepunya Mebe, Tabakala Shini, Repelebe, Adimba, Diligu, the Waha, Diliku, Sana Masai, one catch you. Boom, 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 gonna does it. Run, Kavana Mazi. Time for peace no more. This is time for war.
See, and this is when give me more Biafra. Make we the go, so they bazo, make we the go. Say Nigeria, make you la hills. Anya, no you lawyer, let's go. All your mask get set, let's go. The number, Unu Nano, Unu Rahu. All we need now, both of you. Liver, very soon, man, haga no daya, okwa vum vum, haga mana yeka, and I Washington, I hear Sula, one here to Colondigo, Nandia, Osaka, Bonda shade, it's in Welewayo, Guaria, and one is in Welewayo, on the woman who won on the Remere, Gebu, one them gebe.
Oh, yaga, yo, I'm full of this all the public. Me a Rasta man, I come back, hebelebe, I'm a Suplani, when we turn the microphone, no one will be anule. Me tell them, I said, tell them. Man no pause when me man a kill people. In a big to me one get to AIJ. Kanganu. My body done the hot yo. As if we win we move. If you put her a shoot aside yo, Ngabagi Nga do kwagi chon. Cause I'm a food brand from the man.
Silence. Welcome, Biafra, there's a new land. Where the head is at? Tell me. I shoot them down. Never fire the king, cause we're the lions. Singing in the jungle, yeah, we'll rule. Every time we step into the spotlight, we kill. Biafra, king of the world, yeah, the king suspect.
Alright, now you know what we here for. We used to want peace, but now we want war. I was suffering and if I will kill them. I will kill them. Moge be digga for your barrier, do for death, man, no be dog and near boom boom everywhere. My brother can't stop, bang anywhere, and the killing can't stop.
This is a final warning to you all. And as for those who are holding our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, releasing now or Somalia will be a paradise to Nigeria.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land. Our lines are now opened. There is somebody that I'm just reading his inbox telling me how I should not use insultive words to Nigerians. I am laughing. I know he's listening to me. What is more insulting than the way you are treated abroad as in with Nigeria passport? That's why everybody want to run away from Nigeria passport, including me. Do you understand? What is more insulting that in the 21st century you don't have electricity? You are crying when listening ordinary word in insult, and you call it insult. But you are treated like animal in the streets of Malaysia. It's not insult. Oh, Chineke, I want you to call. If you are hearing me, don't type. Call and make your point. Let us hear. Because when you hear what happened, how your presidents are being imposed by foreigners on you, but you carry your PVC. It's not insulting. It's ordinary correcting you, like when we are small. My mother will say, I'm not here, I'm not here. He's insulting you with love. That is what we do here. We don't care whose ass or whose ox is broken. I don't care. This is what, because this the president talking to us in it, he is making us more stupid. Electricity you don't have. You are thinking we are insulting you. You don't. Are you not? If you cross to Benin Republic, you start having electricity. You see electricity. Ordinary Benin Republic. Oh, Cameroon, you have electricity. In Nigeria, you don't have electricity, and it's not an insult. Fulani headsmen can kill you, slaughter you, and you shout in in parts of Biafra land, in any place in the middle belt, even in indigenous people's communities. It's not an insult. They kill you like a wild beast. It's not an insult. You come here to teach me not to insult. We must continue. Our lines are now open. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I want the people to call and tell me why we shouldn't be talking the way we are talking. Please, let us debate it. I love it. This man, I play his voice. He's a high-ranking shadow, military intelligence officer, a shadow that he should. He served Nigeria, saying he killed for Nigeria, but he was shocked. And that is what prompted him to come out on the open to start talking. He doesn't care. He sold his life. He doesn't care. And you are there and you are a small place of insult. Really insult, I beg. I want you to call. The way they are treating us, you don't see it as insult. If on the street, a policeman will cock his gun and say, I will kill you and nothing will happen. And a chakapumi will kill you. And you tomorrow there. Nothing happens. It's not an insult. You see it in the streets of Cambodia or Malaysia. People are jumping down from the 20-story building to die off. It's not an insult because you're Nigerian. It's not an insult. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and signal line is +61 405 142 547. +61 405 142 547. I repeat, WhatsApp and signal line +61 405 142 547. You call, please. You are insulted. You are in United Kingdom packing sheets of old men and women, packing their sheets, and it's not an insult. And you have your aged mother and father at home. No person is caring for them. Before even you can send some, you pay the person will go there and even to buy something for them. And on us again on outside now, I know outside now park other people. I care for other people, say old men and women. It's not an insult. You need to judge yourself so that you don't be judged. I have a caller that has been there. Please, caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me, please? Call on WhatsApp.
Yes, I can hear you, Professor.
Mazi, welcome to the program.
Thank you for your enlightenment on this very hallowed platform where we worship. My name is Mazi Jidofo. I've been listening and my spirit is troubled by your words because in Africa, I thank Chukwu Kikabiama for bringing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Many of us years back were reasoning like an animal, but today we have also, making use of our frontal lobe to think in another dimension, to even reason beyond our immediate environment. I was listening, and when you read the press release also, there is something that I want to even make as a point here. This very Britain, I listened yesterday program, when you also explain that. You see, these people, their assignments, P2B, let me start from P2B. They use P2B to make sure that they thwart this very movement because they have mission. And the whole world is looking up to them. And immediately their worst mistake is that Queen Elizabeth has kicked the bucket, and this Russia and Ukraine has been in existence before the Queen Elizabeth kicked the bucket. And Britain are looking for a safer place where they can continue to hold their economy, because the only country that is holding a Britain economy is Nigeria. Out of the whole country they colonized, only Nigeria is the country that is upholding their economy. As if when you talk about country economy. Now, when this agitation started, as this agitation intensified, and the bridges were being built by our leader Mazi and Kanu, they tried very much hard to use P2B during election to destroy and also create hatred between the Oduduwas and the Biafrans, so that we will be more divided than we are before. And they will be able to make use of their cohort they are using for their proper assignment to do their bidding. Now, P2B has done his own very best according to the assignment they have given to him, and he failed. He was able to achieve a little bit, but not what they expected that they got. But when they have looked towards what the assignment of P2B, they still saw incomplete assignments, and they are now approaching Biafrans. They advised Tinubu, because many of our people are too gullible. A lot of them are still waiting for P2B in Nigeria's judicial system. The first assignment they gave to Tinubu, they endorsed, is to make sure that he implements something that can take the youth inside, which under 1 week of Tinubu's swearing in is a very good move of governance when it comes to development, to institute student loan, because majority of those shouting obedience are students. These people were able to smartly advise Tinubu, the first move you have to make is to clear the road for yourself and make sure you push the youth inside so that they will continue to struggle in one way. Then you will not continue your work. And that was the first step Tinubu took to implement that very law of student loan. And now in university, students are struggling to gain. To aim. Now to also deceive the minds of those youth, those angry youth, to also deceive their minds so that they will begin to, have this kind of mind of hope towards Tinubu, that they know that he cannot perform anything. This is the first thing they have done, and they now went spread to go and capture the Ohanes and Igbo. Our people always praise white people. Like I listened to yesterday's program when you rephrase Soludo comment when Catrola line came, that the whole world has come to Anambra. Now they went straight to capture the Ohanes and Igbo, which they believe that these are the people that are speaking for Igbo. And once they capture, they will welcome them to deceive our people more. As Tinubu is dealing with the youth, which are the people that shouted obedience under student funding, they will now come and use Ohanes Ndibo to deceive more of those people that are graduate and miserable, that development is coming for employment. This is the move these people have taken. And also to make our minds, as P2B were not able to make his progress in presidential seat, so that our people will still have belief that the world has come to help us to develop. Even our brother did not get a presidential seat, that Igbo land will still be developed. These are the things I myself, I was just nursing in my mind, that these are the particular move they have to take to make sure they calm, to dilute the madness from the eastern region, to dilute the madness and the harsh, as in the mental rigor of our people, the way they believe that Nigeria has suffered them, to give them this very hope. And this is what they have come to do. Secondly, Mazi, sometimes I will just begin to think in this manner. Africans had leaders that has risen up. Many of African leaders has woken up. There are problems we are having in Africa. I'm not only talking about Biafra, I'm talking also Africa entirely. Professor Mulumba is speaking. This woman, I think ambassador of ECOWAS, something.
African Union, former ambassador of African Union in the US. I think a Zambian. I think she's either Zimbabwean or Zambian.
Yes. I do follow that, madam. She's speaking. These are the African leaders that has risen up, but the problem is that the youth, they also have their own problem, and the youth of Africa are also having their own problem, in the sense that the youth of Africa will listen to all this enlightenment, like you have been exposing and enlightening people on Radio Biafra, but they cannot be able to even give attention to those words, because they are not together. They are not together. Like these people I mentioned, South Africa, they are also speaking. But there is one thing, a problem, that these leaders that are speaking up now, that have seen those things and they are speaking up, are also causing in the mentality of African youth. They don't want to lead the train. They are only speaking. Many Africans, these people now, they had followers. Many Africans are listening to these people. Many youths all over African continent are listening to these people. But they only come on pulpit to speak without making the African to take action. And that has also helped the African youth. When they listen to it, they went to bed and sleep. And these are problems Africans are facing. Only speakers we have. They can speak eloquently, but they don't want to make African people to trigger up. In another side, when the youth listen to all these things, they cannot wake up, because they don't know who to lead them to. The reason why they are holding our leader today is because our leader is a man who can enlighten and take the action. And that is why our leader is being here today. Mazi, Africa, the revolution is seriously looming here in Africa, all over Africa. Not only Biafran, but the youth give little attention to their future. Let me just use that word, to their future. The youth give little attention, rather than on social media making prank and disturbing people. A lot of our people are Otimpu people. Anything that happens now, you will see all of them making noise on social media. But none of them can get themselves together for us to move forward. And it's a very big problem in Africa. And I don't know where this is going to be, but I believe Africa will rise up and Biafra will be restored. Thank you, Mazi, for giving me this.
Mazi Jidofo. This is not a one-day affair. Let me tell you. When things have gone, when you start studying it in history, you think that it went on under 1 day or 1 year or 10 years. No. So, enlightened, sometimes it can take more than 50 years, 1 century, even more. That is the reality. Africa will rise up. For this type of awakening wind to start blowing from every corner, it is something huge. Let me tell you. And it's something that will never stop. It will never stop until when a child, when a baby reaches 9 months, it will start troubling. It will be done so because you need to come out. And that is what is happening in Africa. I don't know how long it will take, but the awakening have started. Therefore, we must continue. I am here joined by Mazi Joe Agafe. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me, Mazi Joe? Mazi Joe, are you there?
Good evening, Mazi. Can you hear me?
The whole world is hearing you, not only me. There, well, go on, please.
Mazi, exactly. Hello, Mazi.
Yes, go on. You go on. Yes.
Okay.
Go on. Go on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good evening, all Biafrans. This is Mazi Joe from Germany. Mazi, I started listening to your program late, but you won't believe me that the 10 minutes that I listened to was so huge. It's like an encyclopedia of a book. So, everything that you have said is plain truth. You know, you said somebody sent you a message that you should stop, abusing or whatever.
Using insultive words on Nigerians.
Mazi, you see, I don't know. I just don't know how to say it. Is it that they are using something to tie the mouth of Nigerian youth? There's this guy, he's from Benin. He does all these skits. I watched the guy's video and I was like amazed. Yes, Mazi, I saw, a youth talking. He's a comedian, but everything he said was the truth. He was even asking, what has Igbo done to deserve this hatred? And when he said such a thing that the army, they invited him over. Mazi, you see, the problem with Africa, or let me say Nigeria, are just the youths that have refused to cite an island of hope. They are done. If the Fulanis are using poverty to fight them, they are now using skits or whatever to make money at all costs. They will leave, yes, you understand, but most of them are not citing that island. An island that is full of treasures. They are not seeing it. They are so comfortable where they are. And these so-called religious pastors are using it to, milk them off. To milk them off, to live a better life. A pastor knows what he's doing. The pastors, they know what they are doing. They know. And another problem that Nigeria has, the Fulanis especially, I pity them. Do you know why, Mazi? Do you know that in this world there is no permanent friend and there is no permanent enemy? Only permanent interest. Do you know that after Biafra, starts existing as a country, I am saying this categorically this night, the Fulanis in their own country are going to have a big problem with British, and British will attack them. The British people are just using it to opportunity to milk away our crude oil. Time will come, the Fulanis will come begging us. They will kneel down and they will start begging us. And they think everything is going to be as it is. No. A time will come, they are going to dance. They will dance to that. The killings that they are doing on our people, they will dance to it. All sorts of crocodiles, pythons will go and dance on their head. Because I don't know if they are seeing what happened to Saddam Hussein. Was this man, the one that they said organized the downing of those buildings in America. After making use of them, they killed them.
Osama bin Laden.
Yes, Osama bin Laden. These people don't read. Their problem is that the president, they want to thief as much money as possible, so that they can they can be using it to control their own people. They are not looking at the facts in the future, what's going to happen to their generation with our own generation of Biafrans. They are not. And the Southern youths, you see them, they are dancing on internet, they are doing all sorts of things. Sometimes I'll be looking at them like, Brondre, are these people really in Nigeria? Or are they Nigerians? Or they are not thinking of the future? Look at what is happening. I read that from tomorrow or thereabout that a liter of oil is going to hit 700 naira. 700 for a liter. That is pure debt. This is the height of poverty. The height of poverty. They are using this poverty to rule the people. They've weaponized it, and the young youths are there looking. Mazi, it is so sad. Very, very sad. Very, very sad. That person that sent you that message, sorry to say, Mazi, that person is a zombie. Is he not suffering in Nigeria if he's there? Even if he's in abroad, are his people not suffering? Don't they call him to tell him how things are? Mazi, thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
There were Mazi Joe. We must continue spreading the gospel. It is not something easy, but it is not something impossible also. Caller on signal, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi.
There were Dodrege, always vibrant. There were. Go on, please.
Dodrege Mazi. I thank our leader and I thank our HODs. I thank all IPOB members all over the world. Once again, my name is Mazi Fine. I'm calling from my location. Mazi, your topic this evening is very, very sad to pretend. Mazi, after the Civil War, after Nigeria genocide, I will not call it Civil War, it's Nigeria genocide against Biafrans. Now pretend, wake up, and they think of developing Igbo land. Shame on them. We don't need any development. After they give our fathers, our forefathers, 20 pounds after the genocide, then thought that our fathers will die. Then thought that we can never make something out of nothing. Now just now, Britain wake up to come to Biafran land, talking about development. Why should they not talk about development after the genocide which they committed against Biafrans? Let me tell them, we don't need any development. We don't need them. Is referendum and release our leader Mazi Nnamdi unconditionally. That is the only development we need in this Biafra land. We are tired of Nigeria. And let me use this medium to advise Iwanyan, who is a Igbo general president.
Mazi, your connection is cutting, reconnecting.
We can never towards us. If you like, collect bribe. If you like, tell the pretend what they need to know, that your people are fed up in this contraction called Nigeria. We don't need development. Only what we need is referendum and release our leader. If you like, talk, say tell them. If you don't like, collect bribe as others. But let me tell you people, all the whole elected officials, politicians in this Biafran land, we can never forgive, we can never forget, we can never forgive you people. And also, let me use this media also, tell the short man calling again. You see, we have had your plan, we have had all your plan with a brigade to start taking our kidneys. You see, let your family and let it be in record that we can never forgive you, you the short devil in the game. We can never forgive you. We can never forgive your family. We can never forgive any one of you that stand against our people and they kill our people because of contraction called Nigeria. We cannot forgive you people. Time is coming when all of you and your family must reap the seed of the evil which you pursue in this time. We cannot forgive every time of their country.
Mazi, your line is going digital. I think we have gotten the gist of what you're saying. Thank you very much, Mazi. Your line is no more straightforward. It's a zoo. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? I think it's Mazi Obilo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi. Good evening from here, Mozambique. Bonatake. Kumaka. I'm a squadron who does Mandela Bambo IPOB. Now, Basham Bike 100% IP doesn't check in the Gozu, Nahachko Kabiam. Or you say, Masan, which are born the Rugon, the Hambasi Ken in the Nahachko Kabiam. Still members and you left from here. Mazi, do you know that we are talking today? That is happening here 3 years ago, 4 years ago, when I was talking about here, what's going on in our Biafra land. And if I post something that is going on, I want to damage the image of Nigeria. I want to damage the image of Nigeria. If I post something that is going on, now, let me go for thought and that's the job. I think there is something that is supposed to know. As only but yes, in a outside country or carry another country. This is one alliance. Number one evil country. Nigeria is number one evil country. If you post this in here, it's not something that you better see what is going on in our country. And we are here covering it. When are we going to end? And then by God who is here, let us everybody be standing up. Fight battle. All no man of one. Give everybody one. Injury of one is for everybody. But if hello?
Go on, yeah. Mazi, go on.
If you want to
Mazi,
everybody is supposed to understand that now we are the Nigeria are living here in Mozambique. Mozambique know our problem. Yes, good and fine, they know our problem. If you speak out, that's not the focus. That's taken to that you are Nigeria. I've already said that time ago. Because everybody now open plans say everybody go out. They'll go out. Everybody will go out from Nigeria. If is a good country that is supposed to be proud that you're a country Nigeria, you're a country Nigeria. There's nothing image of Nigeria. There's nothing like good coming from Nigeria. Everybody know it. But don't want to take we are not Biafra land. Only how to they have a camera like a chief behind. Mandi Buna Lord, Mandi Biafra, anyone won a high one, these governments are ocean the British. That's why I get you under everyone to go out because all of the how you can come again. Yet, because you this radio. If you listen to this radio 1 week, area. Our culture, everything. Here in Mozambique, you cannot kill somebody in the police kill somebody here one day. That police had to in fact 7 years president here in Mozambique. I remember I said bonus, I said the donation, I remember 27 years imprisonment here. Some president some day church no bodo now. Hanchan Chanime come but 5 years now. Hanchanime here. A lot of people now. Open court. Everybody now he had a bend. I'm hunting and over hunting in every 5 years now. Chanime run now. Mozambique and Africa. On the Nigeria the hell, Nigeria the hell. Anyone Nigeria the hell. Ya one ya jupu ya one we are Nigeria. Thank you very much. You did the for him, Mozambique.
There were. People don't understand when we talk about that Nigeria is a hell. People don't understand. Nothing works there. Nothing. Everything is, everything jaga there. As is it Abdul the singer Abdul Rahman or Abdul Rashid sang it. It's more than that. You want to defend that Nigeria is a bread and butter. Caller on signal. Welcome to the program, Mazi. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi.
There, Mazi. Mazi, nke olugi na adekwana ka onye no iji earphone biko ewepụ ya olugi nwere ka ọ dị.
Maybe I do a mal, but just to breathe.
Okay.
About we go for a leg and I go
Oh, there. Please go on.
Thank you very much. Yesterday your program was very hot. I called, but my call wasn't picked, but it's quite unfortunate. Let me begin from yesterday's program and say something about. My name is Amy Chris. I'm calling from Italy. Yesterday, our elder brother was as a bureau. I think what is they call it? What's that man name? Sorry, I've forgotten.
Mazi
Ezekulie. Yes, he was saying something that we must know how to play the politics. He said a lot of things. That particular one, I wanted to say that what he has said, what he has as an opinion, is not something bad, but it depends on the background you want to play the game. When you watch all our African leaders in Africa, you can see that 90% of African leaders are still paying allegiance to the colonial masters, especially the old men in Africa. All of them, even Chinedu himself. When you watch Chinedu said something during the campaign. He said those that wanted us to do climate change with them, if they want us to agree with the terms of climate change, they have to give us money. That's what Chinedu said. Now, you understand how they are reasoning be. So, if that kind of thing Mazi Ezekulie was saying yesterday is something that you are doing something with people that have sense, now you will begin to play the politics with them. But in these people, just like somebody came to your house and steal your belonging, or you people go to party. Unfortunately, your wallet lost or your money lost. Somebody picked the money and put it inside your pocket. And you are looking for the money. Couldn't say, if you ask the person, do you see my money? He said, no, I didn't see the money. Your money lost? He said, yes, I lost my money. I lost my 1,000 euro here now. I'm looking for it. He said, come, let's go and check these people. He now go with you to check others whether they have the money. What it means that money you can never see it, because who is looking for the money with you is with the money. That's exactly what Igbo politicians are trying to do in Nigeria. They are seeking to get political maybe agreement or whatever under those that are stifling your intelligence and everything, holding you down. So those people are conspiring. So we have no point to go on that side. Let me tell you one thing that makes me tired in this struggle. On today's program, so what you have said, according to even the message somebody wrote, one thing that tires me in this struggle, not because of the time of this struggle, not even anything, but the ignorance of our people. Sometimes I get tired of it. When you listen to our people, the way they reason, the way they talk, after listening to Radio Biafra and what they do, believe me, yesterday, one of our brother called from Holland, and I think he talked on the Mazi Ezekulie's comment. He said, no, shouldn't hell to Limbu now. You should wait. Let us see the outcome of this election, this court process. You see, this is the point I'm trying to make here. The way our people reason and what they do, and the way the ignorance is beyond repair. Our people are totally politically ignorant. Even those in the street, talk less of those in politics. Those in politics are ignorant. Then think of those in the street. They don't understand what we are talking about. They don't even know how to get through. If you want UN to talk about us, when we Italy here, we have over more than 200,000 Igbos in this country. When we call for protest, come on, we need 100,000 people. When 100,000 people march in the street of Italy, march in the street of Germany, you see the United Nations will force to talk about us now. They will come into this matter and ask questions. But you will sit at your home. Biafra. You want Nigeria to, you want this to better, and this cannot work. We are suffering all over the world. It doesn't touch. Go to every prison in this country. Our people are inside it. What are they doing? It's not because the money you work here cannot be enough for you to feed yourself, to take care of yourself. But you have excessive expenses at home. You take care of your brother, your siblings, your mother, your everybody. Taking care of them.
Every average Igbo man in the diaspora is an institution.
We are subjected to, it's just like one kind of slave again.
It is not one kind, it is slavery, complete slavery.
Slavery. We are subject to into slavery. We in diaspora here. Let me tell you, Nigeria, even the schools in Biafra land today, cost of those in diaspora make the schools to function. Because we know how many people we are paying for school fees at home. From here, you know how many people we are paying for the hospital bill from here? Ask yourself around you.
See, what is sustaining mostly the south, the so-called south or east, our land is money from diaspora. I'm telling you honestly.
Of course. Oh, that's 100%. There's nothing.
There any federal government listen. What is government doing there? Nothing. Is nothing. Completely nothing.
Nothing. Go to the building now. Those building houses are those in the diaspora. And they are patronizing by sending money to buy cement. You patronize the cement seller, the block mullah, whatever, the workmanship, everything. You patronize them because the money you send from abroad. And we are talking to our people. When you move around our people, see people that those at home that build house, they're not up to 10%, 5% even they're not up. But you see the house that build, it does in diaspora. So the money that sustained in Igbo land, because the federal government of the zone block every avenue that we have to do in a business from other countries. They block it. They open the border from the west and the north, and block the one in the southeast. And we cannot do any business. People, when I was small, people came from Central Africa, come from Cameroon to buy things in our place, Gabon. They came there to buy things in Onitsha. But today, all this avenue has been shut down. Because of Nigerian government, what they're doing, and we're telling our people there's no road to into Nigeria. They're still talking nonsense. Somebody are still believing, say don't insult. If I insult them, when I see this, I know what I tell them. Igbo people are foolish and useless. I tell them where you hurt them in the mind. Instead of us, I say black people are monkeys and baboons. That's what we are. I tell them where you hurt them and they hurt me, so that we tell ourselves the truth and we liberate ourselves. That's how we are misbehaving, begging money all over the world, everywhere Africa, begging for job, crossing Mediterranean in the country. Look at what they are doing now. Britain want to send some immigrants from London to one Africa, I think Uganda, or they want to send those immigrants. Now, it's just like what happened in Liberia. When they pack all returning slaves, they pack them to Liberia. And now they constituted a Liberian state today. When you go to Liberia, you can see some Igbo name, some Yoruba name, some. These are the people they brought from slave, and they packed them in Liberia and kept town, free town. And that's why they give it free town. They dump them there. And they become part of Liberia today. And the same thing want to play under our eye now. A government in Africa want to receive difference of immigrants from all Africa to its country. Tomorrow, those that cannot afford to come from Uganda to locate their place, they will become Uganda. Maybe you get in Uganda. Rwanda, I think so. Yeah, Rwanda. Then you get somebody Biari Ngozi in Rwanda, Uzoma in Rwanda, Chukwemeka in Rwanda. You see what we are seeing in this modern days now. This is the mentality of those that are ruling us. My brother, let me tell everybody, we must be ready. I have seen that the road is too far. But what I want to do is that we must be ready for everything. If we will perish, we perish. If we will live, we succeed, we live. There's no harm in trying. We try and fail. Whatever it might cost us, let us go there and
Mazi,
do it.
we will never fail. Is a
I know we will never fail. But I have anything I do in my life, I have negative and positive. And I'll prepare myself for negative, I'll prepare myself for positive. Anyone that comes, I will fit in. That is me. So that is how I do. So I cannot be focused only positive. When you get negative, then you begin to slumber. No, I will prepare myself, both of them. So we have to do everything we can do. Those we can kill, we kill them, because there's those that we need to kill them in this struggle. Thank you, Master. God bless you.
There were. Thank you very much. We must continue. I understand what Mazi is saying. We don't need to continue praising ourselves to oblivion. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, I can hear you.
There were. Welcome to the program.
I remain Mazi Milimalugo calling from United Arab Emirates. Mazi Jonathan Chinedu. Your topic always a wonderful topic, because you always say it the way it is. Your topic has opened and they wake up many of our people up, and also Africans up, even Nigerians. Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, I want to say something about the army man that you play his voice, that is saying something positive now, that helped the killer late Buhari to win election in 2015. You know, the problem of black people is that they know the truth, but they always support the evil. It's just like all this riffraff that is in Nigeria soldier and the Nigeria police in their forces. Sometimes you will see them, they will come out and protest because they are not paying them their salary. Some of them live in police barrack, miserable life. They cannot afford to pay the school fees of their children. Many of them cannot afford to pay the school fees of their children, cannot feed their family. Many of them are living a miserable life. But you will see them, all these criminal politicians, we use them to be killing those that are protesting, that are agitating for their own betterment. Sometimes you will start to be marvel and they ask if these people are really a human being. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came to the liberation of everybody, even entire Africa, so that we be liberated from European slavery. Tell me, in this 21st century, a country, the people that call themselves a human being will be under their fellow human being. The European will be controlling them, removing them what we are calling it, removing them like a robot. The European will be dictating to the people that call themselves intellectual, a graduate in the zoo called Nigeria, dictate them for what they will do. Is very appalling. It's very appalling. If our people understand the situation that we are in a time bomb, everybody need to wake up. But this makes me angry all the time because the youth of the so-called Nigeria is a dead body. They are dead body. They refuse to face the reality of life. They refuse to face the reality of life because all the criminal politicians in the zoo called Nigeria have used hunger and the hardship to suppress them to the low level. When they see kobo 1 naira, they will grab it and sell their birthright. Is it how we are going to continue forever? Are we going to continue in this miserable life forever? No, we cannot. Instead, it's better, just as our leader Mazi Nnamdi used to say, it's better that everybody die. Let the Ethiopian self come and take over than for us to continue in this miserable life that we are seeing ourselves. Because we are even the life that animal is living is more better than the one that we are living today in that evil contraction called Nigeria. Go there, you will see poverty speaking. Go to our land today, you will see poverty. Poverty speaking. Some people in our land today cannot afford to buy a tuber of yam. Common a tuber of yam. They cannot buy it unless if you slice it before they can be able to buy it. And the criminal religious leaders are helping them. Are helping these criminal politicians, are helping them because they are giving our people fake hope that Nigeria is going to be better. Tell me how Nigeria is going to be better. These criminal religious leaders are giving our people fake hope because they are benefiting from the suffering of our people. They are benefiting much in the suffering of our people because if these criminal politicians, criminal religious leaders are telling our people the truth that their problem is the criminal politicians in Nigeria, that Nigeria is a evil contraction, that the foundation of Nigeria is very far, that Nigeria belongs to Britain, that Nigeria is controlling, that Britain is controlling Nigeria by Fulani terrorists. Look at our land today. Look at what is happening in Enugu State. Kidnapping everywhere. Kidnapping everywhere. Why we have 82 division in Enugu State? Why we have army in Enugu? In a country that army, police, DSS is a kidnapper. Tell me the fate of that very country. Mazi, Jonathan, Chinedu, we must prepare ourselves very well. We great IPOB must end that evil contraction corner. It's a must. I have the broad mind that we IPOB is going to end that evil contraction corner Nigeria. Thank you, Mazi, Jonathan, Chinedu.
There will.
Bless you.
And you too. There will. You see, we must continue. We are winding down towards the end of the program. Caller on signal. You'll be the last caller. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
I can hear you watching Mazi Jonathan. Good evening from here.
There, Mazi. Wolite n'olu. Kishino na abata.
No. I got ball. Okay. But we do the watching Biafrans and lovers of freedom. I remain your boy Mazi Bona. Mazi Bona is speaking to you from the holy land of Biafra, and our leader remembers Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, the only prisoner of conscience that has stood in the gap for Nigeria and Britain to conquer Biafra land. And he will remain to do so until Biafra is restored, no going back. Mazi, I will comment on the press release, IPOB press release, as regards to the British High Commissioner. His evil agenda again, because one thing about Britain, they have sworn that they will never let Biafra to be free, but we are telling them that whether they like it or not, Biafra must be free. Let British High Commissioner not forget that we are Biafrans. The great Igbo race. We never came to them, they came to us. We are not unaware of the fact that they have done everything from killing our ancestors, changing our way of life, collecting our mineral resources and handing it over to strangers to use it to subjugate us for centuries. They said that Nigeria should last 100 years. That was what their amalgamation said. 100 years has come and gone.
If British is interested in helping the Biafrans or trying to solve the problem of Nigeria, why not start with renegotiating the Nigeria? Because the initial agreement is expired. Why are you coming to partner with the Igbos now when the agreement you gave is expired? You gave agreement and you never partnered with us when the agreement was still subsisting. But today it has expired. You want to come and partner with us through the back door. But your British citizen, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been paying tax to your government, his radio station is registered and you're collecting tax. But he has failed. He's been kidnapped. This is 2 years and few days that he's being kidnapped from Kenya and rendition to Nigeria. Illegally and unconstitutionally, against all international protocol, but you kept mute. Rather, when his family came to file a case in the court, in your own court, reminding you that this is a great injustice that is being done to your citizen. What did you do? You went and hired attorney to come and defend yourself for the injustice you commit to your citizen. The press release said it all. We are telling you, we are joining our voice as Biafrans, as IPOB members to tell you that we don't need your partnership. If you want to partner with us, go and release our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has committed no sin. United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention have given their opinion, instructing Nigeria to release him. Appeal Court has granted him unconditional release. Federal High Court has done the same. What more victory do you want him to achieve before you can come in and do your work and respect your sovereignty? Look at the way you are invading another. You say Nigeria is a sovereign nation. Why are you invading into a sovereign nation issue? If you want to come for us, I know all over the world, and what is legal in the world, if you want to come for diplomatic issue, you go to the government direct, the nation government. You don't go to individual. Unless Igbo are individual under Nigeria. Why are you going with them? Are you now the owner of Nigeria? We know you're the owner of Nigeria. Why are you now overruling the protocol? But you say you're the champion of human rights. Why are you violating the human rights of Nigeria? Why are you violating the sovereignty of Nigeria by going to individual? Go to the government, because you have been working with them. We don't need you in our land, and we've never wanted you. But you came with your coin attitude to come and destroy the children of Tukwokeke. But we tell you that the blood of those you killed in 1967, beginning from 1929, 1945, 1967 to 1970, until today you've been killing, have risen again to say no, enough of your killing and destruction of Biafra land. We must reclaim our mandate, and you and your partnership can never stop us. Katrina has come and done his own part. You are now coming to do damage control. Damage control on which people? People you have been destroying for centuries. Why did you ask Gowon not to obey the Aguri Accord? These are the injustices you have done. So I saw President of France, Emmanuel Macron, was bold enough to come and apologize publicly for the injustice they've done to the countries they colonized. British, when will you come out and apologize to the world for the injustice you've done to this world? Because as far as I'm concerned, you are the Satan in this world. Until you are destroyed, the world will never know peace. And your destruction is imminent. And nothing will stop it, because you have pampered with those that has a very cordial covenant with Chukwuka. Even in our foolishness as a people, because as far as I'm concerned, my race are one of the most foolish race on earth, Igbo race. I respect our veteran, I love him and I appreciate him. But there are some points he raised yesterday concerning how intelligent Igbos are. I said no to that. I'm an Igbo man, blooded. We are the most foolish, because today we are the ones that still believe there is something called Nigeria. If you come to Nigeria today, the Igbos as the world living as if there is hope for them in Nigeria, even with the whole injustice that has been done to them, most of them have not even realized that something is happening to them. The greatest achievement in Nigeria today is not building house, it's not driving car. The greatest achievement in Nigeria as a youth now as it stands is to get a visa to travel abroad, to run away from Nigeria. Japa syndrome. Why is it like that? You're coming to develop our land. Whereas our people that are in your land, they cannot even give them a poor right. And I heard a brother, I saw Mama Jonathan, he said something about a brother calling to tell us that we are insulting Nigeria. No. That person should first of all ask himself this question. If he can, if he loves Nigeria so much, let him go to police checkpoint and tell a policeman, why are you disgracing Nigeria? If he do that and come back alive, then he has the right to come and tell us that we are insulting Nigeria. In as much as he cannot stop in a checkpoint and stop a policeman with uniform and gun and tell him, oh God, why are you disgracing Nigeria? Maybe your IG have asked you to leave the road. Why are you still there? But he can't do that now. Or go to the church and meet the Jews. Come, why are you dehumanizing human beings? Asking them to roll on the mud. Asking them to drink sand because they want to get healing. Why are you doing great injustice to humanity? But if you cannot do those things, you have no moral justification to come and tell anybody that they are insulting Nigeria. The name Nigeria is an insult already. For you to answer Nigeria, that means you are already an insult. You're prone to insult. People can insult you. So you don't have any right to tell somebody why you're insulting me because your name is insult. So Biafrans are lovers of freedom. Our freedom is sacrosanct. No going back. The more you get harder, the more it gets sweeter for us. We are happy to be Biafrans and we can't deny our identity. Nobody gave it to us. It's Tukwabiam. And that is what we carry along. Mazi, thank you. And God bless you for what you do for my
Thank you very much. We must continue. As you rightly say, Nigeria, the name Nigeria is already an insult, a racial construct. It's an insultive word already. So any person that is telling you, don't insult Nigeria, you are a dummy, complete dummy. Caller on Signal, on WhatsApp, please make it sharp. I give you 3 minutes maximum because I've already almost switched off the phone. Go on, please.
Mazi Jonathan, don't get you.
Korage. Mazi, in a use earphone, there is some static noise. I don't know. I hope you can the phone, you know. There we Ganiru.
Ana mekene go nkuku. Mazi chukwu Kadiama. Ya na-enye gị ya gbaa gị ume. Bakwa onye ndu anyị bụ Mazi Nnamdi, the greatest prophet of our time. Onye bidoro njem. The US. Ekwara anyị nwa bụ ụmụ Biafra, the indigenous people of Biafra. Nwere onwe a na anyị na-azọ. Ewezụga dịsị nwere onwe. As an Igbo man, anyị nwere hope. Mana thank to Elohim ka Abịama kpatara anyị mmadụ dịka Nnamdi Kanu. Maka ivu na Nigeria kete ndị Igbo ndị anyị emeri. Enwe bụ na mmadụ enwere taproot. Enwere mgbọrọgwụ ọbụla ha nwere mana na Igbo self. Enwere any taproot ha nwe. Maka onye Hausa ma Fulani can come. They na bamba anything. Imam mempot in ọnwa ya na-ekiri ya. Onye ị ga-eme. Mana for the coming of IPOB, it's na chukwu kabia maka nyere anyị. Anyị Biafra nwa, anyị ga-enweta konia. Mazi, udo dịrị onye ọbụla.
Ndewo, thank you very much. Udo dịrị, short and concise. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, this is where I'm going. I'm switching off the phone. What we do here is to steer our consciousness up. Let me tell you, without being at alert consciously, without our brain starting to work, I'm telling you, there will be no advancement. We go nowhere. Let us stop being where they push us into. You know, the situations we are in Nigeria, let me say, as Nigerians, it doesn't benefit us. Only very few, very 0.00001%. Look at as they are building, they said they are building a Dangote refinery. They opened it, but they are importing fuel to the refinery, and they are importing petrol, finished products to the refinery. And you start asking yourself, what is all these things happening? How can a country be deceiving citizens? And the citizens are as gullible, quiet as ever, as if nothing is happening. Everybody is sentenced into hustling on his own. Don't care for anybody. Few politicians are on top of everybody. Now, if you want to rise up, they use tribalism, religion, in order to thwart and separate everybody. You don't know that it is something that Britain has created. Something that they have created. You know, in order to thwart you, so that they will be getting, they will be stealing fuel. Look at where they just look at where they are drilling crude oil, and they play politics with it. When we go here, carry it to go outside, do this, do that. All these things flowing is money. Instead of drilling fuel and making sure that it is refined there, even if contracting locals to refine it, macro refining or modular refining. If you have in a community, every community at least one or two modular refinery, bringing out even if it is 1,000 barrels or finished products, or 1,000, how do you call it, every blessed day, or 500, one in every community, or 2, 3, 4 different communities. Before you know it, continues improving. There will be no intermediaries in order to take money, in order to heighten the price. But here they playing politics. Take it, go here, refine, drill it. Now, cost of moving to the pipe, from pipe to another place, from there to outside abroad. Now you pay, refine it, you pay. Now you start buying it one, bringing back into refinery again, you pay. Now from refinery you pay again. The internal refinery to deceive people that you are refining it at home. Price will go up. What is this? Sometimes when I say, when will Africa or Nigeria in particular, when will can it ever develop and start thinking of sending mission to Mars? Can it ever start thinking about funding space satellites locally produced? Whereas robotics are now doing everything. People are advanced in technology. It is very absurd. Ordinary electricity, the type of wickedness in Nigeria, it is out of this world. The type of wickedness in Nigeria, you can never see it in any place in this world. But where I have problem is this. Almost every Nigerian is religious, religious bigot and fanatic. Whether Islam, whether any other type, Christian, all of them, they are serious. But you see, their wickedness is alive, working. Now, wickedness. Then now, just see, what is the essence of this religion? What is the essence? It is very absurd. We must continue in what we are doing because we are heading somewhere. Let me tell you, and let me reiterate, we are not trying to restore another type of quagmire-ish country in Africa. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established this radio. The essence of the establishment of this radio is for us to discuss all those things you think it is undiscussable or indiscussable. All those things that you think is taboo. Here we ask every question so that we put answer. We want to tell our heads to start thinking in another way, not in the normal traditional way, the normal status quo-ish way. The same thing, no. Because we need to revolutionize our brains before we can, bring revolutions to our environment, to the country we are trying to bring. We have to start thinking in another way, so that we give credence, priorities to superior arguments. We should cherish meritocracy. You understand? Superior argument. So, once your argument is superior, I don't care how you dress, I don't care your looks, I don't care your height, I don't care your color, I take it. Because that is the only thing that can help. Instead of this Nigerian thing of trying to first of all look the person. No, you go first. Only get this type of thing. Believe does he has money? You see an imbecile, but because he has more money, come and know here. Whereas the person with the brain, we want to change this type of status quo, this type of mentality, so that we can be able to build a vibrant society. The same way when you travel, you go to Germany or Canada, they don't look whether you are from this or you are color anything. What they want to know is whether you can perform, you merit that job. That job they want to give you, you are looking whether you merit it. If you know it, you merit it, they give it to you. They don't care where you come from. They don't care your height. That is a country we want to build. You don't need to know maybe the prime minister or the prime minister's son or his brother or the governor's or mayor's sister or sister brother in order for you to get that job. No. Because you merit it. Because they test you and you sound good, excellent, you merit it. They give it to you for you to be productive, to help in building the country. That is why people run and travel abroad. But in Nigeria, you cannot get it. Because they will ask, who are you first? Oh, are you the senator's sister's brother? Are you the son of the cousin of the military officer? They look at your background. Can you be able to bring so amount of money before they can give you credence or give you that job? That is why Nigeria is a mess. It is a complete mess. It is high time we start changing our mentality so that we can build or be able to build a vibrant society. Thank you for listening. Biafra is our religion. Biafra is who we are. Biafra is our ideology, is everything. Without Biafra, we are nothing. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, it is simply good evening.
Kaide, kunitenu kaide. Kaide, kunitenu kaide. Kaide, kunitenu kaide. Hey ya, kaide, hey ya, kaide. Hey ya, kaide, hey ya, kaide. Umu Biafra kunitenu kaide. Kunitenu kaide. Umu Biafra kunitenu kaide. Yeah. gala na lewere na mkpagbo Biafra Biafra ndị ngozi obodo bụ sọma obodo doro nsọ.
The land of the rising sun is a home of the Biafrans. The far of the eastern land is a promised land, a blessed land of the Chukwa Biafra.
Ebe ka unu si Biafra, ebe ka unu si Biafra, gaimara Biafra kaneboso kadiri, gaimara Biafra kaneboso kadiri, Biafra kaneboso. Waboke anijala na wama. Wana lemo kano na lombo wana jumo wasina Biafra na tago. Chukwu okike Biama onye anyị nọ n'aka ya mere anyị ihe mama. Ugbu a bụ oge anyị jala n'ala nna m. Biafra bụ ala ọma, ala Chukwu gọziri, ala mma na ahụ, ala Chukwu gọziri, the rising sun. Mgbe mbuka kwuru okwu wesi n'oji ihe nwatakịrị, o were aka ya elu aka fụwa ya ụfụ wetuo ya, maka na ọnọdụ ugo adịrọ n'ikpe mma. Lee ndị ala adịghị mma, ndị zuru, ndị na-aṅụ ọbara mmadụ, ndị okwu ha abịakwala n'ọzọ ka ha kwatusu Biafra. Mana Chukwu okike abịa ma gị ka ị n'aka, mana Chukwu okike abịa ma gị ka ị n'aka, na anyị ga-ala ụgbọ abụghị anyị je nwere onwe anyị, ụgbọ abụghị anyị je ala. Biafra na-atago.
The land of the rising sun.
Chukwu okike abịa ma gị ka ị n'aka, na anyị ga-ala ụgbọ abụghị anyị je nwere onwe anyị, ụgbọ abụghị anyị je ala. Biafra na-atago.
The land of the rising sun.
Ụgbọ abụghị anyị je ala. Biafra na-atago.
The land of the rising sun.
Kabuni n'isi Ọhamadike bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ya bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, otu mkpụrụ anya ji isi ụgwọ, otu ọnụ na-ekwuchitere mba niile, ụkpaka na-agba n'udu mmiri na-agba n'oge nke ya. Asị m unu binye n'isi ya, ihe ogologo ndụ na-adị isi ike, napụta ya na-eke, napụta ya n'orie, napụta ya na afọ, napụta ya na nkwọ. Asị m na ahịa akara aka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ, na ahịa akara aka agaghị eri Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Asị m unu gaa napụta Nnamdi Kanu na-eke, napụta ya n'orie, napụta ya na afọ, napụta ya na nkwọ. Asị m mee ka ọnụ niile kwụrụ njọ n'isi atụgharịa kwụ mma, ka ọnụ kọrọ ogiri ọnụ kọrọ ogiri lacha. Chukwu okike abịa ma onye jiri mmiri siri ike kpọọ aja were aja siri ike kpọọ mmadụ. Asị m na taata bụ ụbọchị eke n'ala Igbo. Asị m na eke ga-eketara Nnamdi Kanu ndụ, eke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe, oke ga-eketara ya ndụ, oke ga-eketara ya Biafra, oke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe, oke ga-ekegburu ya ndị iro, kegburu ya ajọ mmadụ na ajọ mmụọ. Asị m na mbọsọ ga-apụta ekwensu ga-anọ n'ụra, ndị ilo ya ga-anọ n'ụra, ọkwa na ekwe osu. Asị m gịnị bụ ekwensu? Asị m na mbọsọ ọ ga-apụta, ya bụ ndị ilo ga-anọ n'ụra, ọha bụ ndị ọha nwa bụ ekwensu. Asị m na ha ncha ga-anọ n'ụra, na Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube. Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube. Asị m na ọnụ kwụrụ njọ n'isi ya ga-atụgharịkwọ mma. Asị m ọ bịara igbu Nnamdi Kanu bụ onwe ya. Onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị adị ndụ, onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri. Onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị apụta, onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri. Ọnụ niile kwọrọ ogiri ọnụ ga-akọrọ ogiri lacha, osisi abụla oturu ga-emeche wee kwele. Onye asị na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị apụta, asị m na ọnụ ahụ iji wee kwuo ya dịka ejikwa ya wee kwugharịa mma n'isi ya. Asị m na ebe onye ahụ na-atụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu aga, asị m aka gị ga-akpọnwụ. Osisi ahụ fụrụ Nnamdi Kanu wee tọọ nkwe, asị m ikuku futuo gị. Anya ọbụla fụrụ Nnamdi Kanu kwawa akwa alịla, asị m alịla akọrọ ya n'anya. Onye fụrụ Nnamdi
Nnamdi Kanu cheta ihe gburu nwa ya, ihe gburu nwa ya gbuo ya maka na ọ bụrụ ya gburu nwa gị. Chukwu okike abịa ma asị m na belede nyiri dike belede ka o ji amawa dike. Asị m na okirikiri ka a na-agba ukwu ose ọ dadị ukwu ose enu. Na okirikiri ka ndị iro ga-agba Nnamdi Kanu mana ha ama mkpata ya aka. Ọ sị na nkirikiri ka ọ na-ekiri odido jiri odido enyi ozu. Na ọkwado nkirikiri ka ndị iro ga na-ekiri ya mana ha ama mfụ ya anya. Asị m na eje anaba isi ije. Asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-eje na ọ ga-ana. Asị m na inye anaghị eri ọba maka na inye na ọba bụ nwanne. Inye agaghị eri Nnamdi Kanu maka na ọ bụ nwi. Asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-adị ka echi anaghị agwụ agwụ maka na ije ejere bụ ije mmiri ọ bụla ije nkụ. Asị na ya bụ ije ga-abụ ije mmeri. Asị m na ọ ga-anata n'udo. Asị m na ọ ga-abata sirili welere. Asị m na unu ga-aga kpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu. Asị m unu ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu. Ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu. Ga-tụnye ugo ga-nye ya mmeri, ga-nye ya mmeri, ga-nye ya mmeri, tụnye ugo n'elu ugo, nye ike n'elu ike, nye ya ndụ n'elu ndụ. Ọkwanụ ndụ ka o ji efu n'efufe. Unu nye Nnamdi Kanu ndụ onwe ike wee kwụrụ jinjin, onwe ike wee kwụrụ wee fuo n'ofufe. A sị na ya kara ka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ. Ihe mere ha ji jide Nnamdi Kanu bụ ka ha nwee ike wee megide ndị Igbo, ka ha nwee ike megide ụmụ Biafra, ka ha nwee ike wee kwuchie anyị ọnụ, ka ha nwee ike wee kachie anyị ọnụ, ka anyị ghara ikwu okwu ọzọ. Mana ama m na dododo Chukwu okike abịa ma ndị nwa na ndị nwe mmiri, ndị nwe ikuku, ndị nwe anyanwụ, mmụọ nna nna anyị ochie, mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ, mmụọ niile ọ kwafọrọ ọbara ha n'ike maka ihi Biafra. Asị m unu gị nye enu, asị m unu dododo na ọkwa na unu bụ ihe nwe ike a, ọkwa na unu ga-eji ọgụ mmụọ a, ọkwa na unu ga-aga buori ahịa, ọkwa na unu ga-aga napụta ya maka na ihe ọ tinyere unu n'aka anaghị ele ule. Asị m dododo igiriga ọgụ mmụọ. Eze nwaanyị niile nọ n'ala Igbo, mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Igbo, asị m unu binye maka na onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị aṅụ mmiri, onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị eri nnu. Nnu bụ ihe ụtọ si na mmiri wee pụta. Onye ọbụla na-eri ihe na-eri ihe dị na mmiri. Onye na-asa arụ ji mmiri asa arụ. Onye ọbụla na-eme ihe ọbụla ọ na-eme ji mmiri eme ya. Asị m ihe ọbụla mmadụ na-eme n'ụwa mmiri ọ na-ebube ụzọ. Asị m onye ọbụla kpọrọ mmiri asị na mmiri a ga-agbagbu ya. Asị m onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye ọbụla mmiri na-awụsa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye ọbụla mmiri na-emesa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya. Onye wee ṅụọ mmiri na ị ga-eji akwa okwu ọma n'isi Nnamdi Kanu n'aha Chukwu okike abịa.
Ise. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Olo province of Biafra London. Today is the 20th day of the 4th month being April 2023. That's Abobo Chiafo. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, which will be a broadcast, a short emergency broadcast by Mazi Chinedu, who will join me in a few minutes time. Therefore, draw nearer to your listening devices and listen, because you know, our adage, Igbo proverb says it all in every facet of life. Only that most of us are not observant enough in order to learn from our proverbs. Therefore, I once again welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is being illegally detained in the Nigeria DSS, the Nigeria Secret Police Cell dungeon, since going to 2 years now. Remember that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been released by the Nigerian Appeal Court. He has been discharged and acquitted. But Nigeria, being a lawless country, being a place where there is no rule of law, they refuse to obey court order. But we must continue. Whatever that they are doing, our leader remains there in their illegal detention. We are hearing information that they are trying to use a biological weapon, tuberculosis, that there are in that dungeon, that there is an outbreak of tuberculosis because they brought a patient of a tuberculosis patient inside there while we are watching. Do not make no mistake about it. IPOB is acting for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I say acting. Those that are hypocritically writing one thing and doing another thing, we all know them. Because as I said yesterday, the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dependent on actions on ground. It's not what people say only. No. It's what people do. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there in that detention by the DSS, by the Nigeria government, to see that they will thwart and destroy IPOB. That is the only thing. To destroy IPOB, corrupt it. They have stimulated their sleeper cells in IPOB. But IPOB is at alert, and they were being brushed. They were being blown away. They tried everything in order to make sure that they polarize IPOB. To no avail. What they are doing now is trying to use the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in order to try to thwart IPO. Let me tell you, let me repeat what I said yesterday. The reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still there is for the Nigeria government to see, to check whether they can thwart, because somebody is telling them, wait, do not release that man, wait. We will try to destroy IPOB anyhow. Once we destroy the structure of IPOB, it is done. Now, everything is done. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still there. It doesn't matter people that are hypocritically, they come out on Facebook or Twitter or talk, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No, it is the action that matters. IPOB is set up by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The clarion call came from him. And all of us, we answered. And we become a formidable force. The global movement you are seeing today. And the Nigerian government became afraid that these people are really serious. Because to some people, even to the Nigerian government, at the beginning they thought that, this is just, Igbo thing, that Igbo thing. Throw money around and everything will be squashed. After all, that was what Obasanjo said. He made that statement first. When our leader was broadcasting earlier on, he said, any Igbo man that wants to, gain any type of relevancy, he will talk about Biafra. I beg, leave that one, it's money he wants. Little did they know that there is a surprise for them. The best thing you can do to your enemy is element of surprise. This is what the shock that Nigeria government is receiving. Because they never believe that an Igbo man, you will give him money, give him position, promise him heaven and earth for him to stop what he's doing, the restoration of Biafra quest. He said no. The Southeast governors had meetings with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with bags of dollars, euros, anything. He said they asked him, any place in the world you want houses, just mention mansion anywhere in the world. Is it in Australia? Is it okay? You want to go to the moon? You want to go to the space so that you can be paid? It will be paid for you to just visit space. Our leader said no. what I want is Biafra. It surprised them. First of all, they tried to kill him. They planned Operation Python Dance to kill him. That is number one. When they could not, they know that their juju told them that, look, there is problem, this is serious. That is the element of surprise IPOB has for Nigerian, because the Fulani Caliphate, they believe that they know they have understood Igbos. After all, Gowon, who is now scheduled to go to Umuahia, let him try it. Let him see the one that senior his grandfather coming to pray in our land, in Umuahia, in the place of the village of Agihirosi that he killed brutally, to mock us completely. Now this element of surprise is the shock, is sending shock wave to Nigerian government today. That is why they are holding Mazi. They are still holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to see whether we can crack, as IPOB can be in disarray. They tried using different set of people. They stimulated their sleeper cells, which they planted in IPOB. No way. IPOB is still a global movement, running smoothly. Now, what they are saying, okay, let us wait. It seems, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's brothers, they are doing kind of job. Let us wait whether the IPOB could be cracked, whether they will destroy the leadership of IPOB. That is why they are now basic. They run basic now openly. They are no more hiding it. Because some of them think that in my Igbo thing, you bring this thing up just the same way. Unfortunately, our former deputy, was thinking that he is going to use IPOB, ride on IPOB's back in order to become something in Nigeria politics or political setting. Little did he know that there is a lie. When he saw that the thing is so serious, he have to give gap. You understand? And said, nah, this is not what I think. Many of them is like that today. They thought that, okay, after they will gather people, once they see that the Nigeria government will see that they have influence on people, they will now come to negotiate with them. They will now be giving them condition. Okay, give me a governor of my state so that I will turn down the agitation. And before you know it, everything will be turned down. He will tune everything down. Government in exile now. Before you know it, he will surface and become governor of Anambra State. We can be used anyhow. That is what everybody believes, because they believe that we are pliable. Yes, you insert a religious pressure. The same way they are using religion now to bring go on. Come and pray. You see people now. You to Christian, you to now he can pray. He has repented. He repented. Go on is not allowed in our land. If you try it, that is it. Therefore, Alex Otishu, be careful in what he's doing, the road he's taking, bringing our killer, the killer of our people, to come and mock us. It's not going to be acceptable. Therefore, without taking much time, I will bring in Mazi Sanworu onto this hallowed platform, because he's here with me. Mazi Sanworu, please. Let me see. Welcome to the program, Mazi Sanworu. Can you hear me? No.
I can hear you very clearly. But there is a repetition. It's okay now?
Yeah, it's okay. It's good. Go on, please.
Okay. Mazi Chinedu, may Chukwu Okike Abiama bless you. Bless all the Radio Biafran hosts. You people are doing a very great job for the people of Biafra. You people have continually kept this fire burning. And we pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will always protect, give you people strength, and make sure that no one among you people will slack. We know we always have dedicated comrades on the radio, irrespective of any challenges that comes our way. We must continue moving. This evening, Biafrans, this is an emergency broadcast. I know I supposed to be on program last week, but because the HOD was coming on air, I didn't find it necessary to be on air last week. But today's program is going to be very short. It is not a question and answer program. It is just a program because of the stage we are entering from today. But Biafrans and all the lovers of freedom, my name is Mazi Chinasanworu. Mazi Chinasanworu served the indigenous people of Biafra as a member of the Directorate of State. And this evening, I have come to make certain pronouncements on our way forward, on the things we need to do in a couple of weeks before our 30th May, Biafrans will celebrate their Holocaust Day. I know not everybody have been on social media since early morning today, but today, starting from today, that is April 20th, IPOB worldwide and Biafrans worldwide, we are launching a worldwide phone call and Twitter campaign to international communities, countries, unions. It is starting from today. Today is April 20th. This campaign we are launching today will be targeting few countries, and it will also be targeting, we have not done some of these things before, but today there is a reason for us to include other countries, so that tomorrow somebody will not say they didn't give them the chance to intervene in Biafran issue, or they will not say, no, you people are going the other way around. In most of the IPOB leadership diplomatic moves, we are taking things very, very carefully. And we are not making these decisions based on only ourselves. These decisions, we want many of you to also participate in these decisions, and that is why we are making this. That is why we are going into this media campaign to those who claim, or those who call themselves world powers, whether economical, whether through warfare or political powers, who have the means to intervene in issues like the Biafran issue. So, starting from today, Biafrans, we are launching this campaign. Everybody, it is assumed that we are over 70 million. And we are assuming that up to 10 million people must participate in this campaign. This campaign will last for almost 3 weeks. And after that campaign, we have another program of Biafran genocide, which we kickstart on 1st of May, which is the month of our remembrance. We are going to call the United States of America, the USA government, and we'll also call the United Nations offices in New York. For those of you who have not seen the flyer, I will mention few things because I won't go so deep, but go to IPOB social media handles. You will see the flyers for correct information, correct telephone numbers, for the correct Twitter, and the timing when you will make these telephone calls. We will be calling the USA government, the United Nations office in New York. The time to make this call will be from 3 p.m. Biafran time to 11 p.m. Biafran time. This is for USA government and the United Nations office in New York. The time you can call, do not call in the morning because of time differences. The time you want to call America should be from 3 p.m. Biafra time to 11 p.m. Biafra time. The telephone numbers are there. We are going to call the White House, that's in Washington, D.C. The telephone number is there. We are going to tweet the White House at White House / also, we have also another Twitter handle for the President of the United States at POTUS. That is the Twitter handle. So many of you should go our Twitter handles. You can follow many IPOB media warriors. You can follow people like China Saworu on Twitter, Emeka Gift, Azayoba, the DOS Twitter handle, and many other people who are also doing very well on Twitter handles. I think Umuchuku writers are also doing Biafran Twitter. They are doing, many people are on Twitter, people you can follow. So we can be able to, if you don't know how to make tweets or construct your tweets, please, you can follow these people. And don't forget, every Tuesday, that will be the major thing we are going to do. Every Tuesday, the Twitter campaign on Tuesdays within this period, we are expecting every IPOB member must participate in this. Every IPOB member, wherever you are, you must participate in this. We are also going to call the USA Congress. Their telephone number is there also. We are going to call the USA Senate. Their telephone number is there also. United Nations in New York. That means in the USA we have 4 offices we're supposed to call. Everyone should make sure, if you have the opportunity to record anything, your conversation with them, that would be very great. At least to show evidence that you gave a call to these places. We have 4 places in the United States of America that we are going to call. That is the White House in Washington, D.C., the USA Senate, their telephone number is there. USA Congress, their telephone number is there. United Nations, their telephone number is there also. That is for USA. Then we are going to call the Republic of China, Foreign Affairs. Republic of China, Foreign Affairs Office. Try to understand what we are saying here. You are not calling China government. We are not telling you to call, we want you to call only the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the China Republic Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the time to call China. Listen very, very carefully. The time, because of time difference, the time to call China should be from 3 a.m. in the morning till 10 a.m. in Biafra time. 3 a.m. in the morning to 10 a.m. in the morning. You call them. This is the Foreign Affairs Office in China. Their Twitter handle is also there. All these things will make them available, and it will be pinned. Those handling the Radio Biafra page, kindly pin all these flyers in all our platforms on BTV, Radio Biafra, IPOB Community Radio. I want these flyers to be pinned in all those places so that when people go to those Facebook accounts, they won't be searching for those things. They have Twitter handle also, and their Twitter handle is very simple at Foreign Chinese. They have 3 Twitter handles, and it is good if you can be able to always, when you're making your tweets and sending your messages, make sure that you cover these 3 Twitter handles. Foreign Chinese, this is their Twitter handle. At MFA_China. MFA_China. That is another Twitter handle for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of China. And spokesperson CHN. Spokesperson CHN. This is for People's Republic of China. We are going to call also African Union in Addis Ababa. We're going to call African Union in Addis Ababa. This African Union we are going to call in Addis Ababa, they have their telephone number. And they have also their Twitter handle. Their Twitter handle is at _African Union. _African Union. This is African Union Twitter handle. Their telephone number is also there. There is no need calling the telephone number because it's going to be published on the radio. I want everybody to make sure that we participate in this program. At the end of this program, before this program ends, you will see the result of what is going to happen. We are also going to contact the European Union. The European Union, their telephone number is also there. You can also call them, and their Twitter handle is EU_Commission. This is the Twitter handle of European Union. Then we move to Russia. We are going to contact the Russia Federation Foreign Minister. Russia Federation Foreign Minister. Their telephone number is there also, and their Twitter handle is MFA_Russia. That is the telephone. And for these countries, from African Union, European Union, Russian Federation, what the timing for you to make this call is from 9 a.m. in the morning till 5 p.m. in the evening. That is the Biafran time. From 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. in the evening, you can call any of these offices. You can also call the United Nations office in Geneva. United Nations office in Geneva. Their telephone number is there also, and their Twitter handle is at UN Geneva. Finally, we are also going to call our slave master, those who have kept us in this situation for centuries, those who have decided, who committed genocide against Biafrans. We are going to call them. Those who participated in the rendition, who perfected the plans for the Nigerian government to rendition Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. It is the British that did it. They are the one that spearheaded it. We are still going to call them. Agahe Kwembabu Ahape Gog. Even though anything they are doing, we are still going to call them. In the United Kingdom, we are going to call the United Kingdom Parliament. We are going to call them. There are 4 telephone numbers there. We will call also the House of Commons. We will call also the UK House of Lords. And we will also tweet or the office of Rishi Sunak. That is the new UK Prime Minister that have his origin from India or Pakistan. These are the countries we are going to call. And let me rephrase here. If you are calling African Union. You are calling European Union. You are calling the Russian Federation. You are calling the United Nations in Geneva. And you are calling the British UK Parliament. The time to call for these 4 institutions or 4 countries, African Union, European Union, Russian Federation, the UK, and the UN office, the time to make this call is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Biafra time. It is very important that you have this information. Go to our social media handles, and I can tell you anything you want there, you will find them. But let me go now. If you are going to make this call for all Biafrans, please, we have set a guideline. The calls, what you are going to speak. Please maintain this line of communication. Do not go on telephone and you start talking things that they meant. You must be straight to the point. We have already marshaled out the point. We want you, when they pick your telephone, they give you the opportunity to drop your message. These informations also, we are going to put them, we ask our publishers to publish those informations so that people can tweet them, people can send it to their Twitter handle. The same message we want both on Twitter, on the telephone, everywhere. The 7 points we have here, you can tweet them separately, one after the other. You can tweet them one after the other. There is no problem for that. And these points are, make sure you introduce yourself politely. Make sure when you call, use the following prompts. Hello, my name is, you will mention your name. If you, instead for you to try to go through these things, you can read it for them. You can tell them, I have a submission for you, and you can read it. You said, my submission is this. I'm calling to inform you about the violation of, we want everything to be unified. We want a unified information to be delivered to these places. There is no crime. After all, you see people coming to address people. Some people may have some letter in their hands. Some people may not have letters, depending the capacity of what they have. People may not want to make mistakes. We have the write-up there. You just pick it up. You tell them, can I read my submission to you? Because that you have it down in front of you. He can tell you to go ahead. You tell him, my name, hello, my name is this. You mention your name. I am calling to inform you about the violation of international and local laws by Nigerian government, the continued illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in solitary confinement, despite the ruling of Appeal Court, Federal High Court, and United Nations Working Group that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen, should be freed and compensated for gross violation of his fundamental human rights. The widespread conspiracy, propaganda, lies being propagated against the indigenous people of Biafra who are victims as well as survivors of genocide. You tell them, number one, the Nigerian government should obey their court order that discharge and acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally of all allegations brought against him before the Nigerian Court of Appeal. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health has been deteriorating as he is under severe physical and mental torture in solitary confinement, denied proper medical attention, he needs urgent medical care, his deteriorating health. All these issues are things. I may not be able to read all these things, but we are going to publish it in order to save time. Everything you have to say, they are there. The right to self-determination is an international recognized right of indigenous people. You have everything to say there. Remember, don't forget anyone, that the Nigerian government has been lobbying the global community to designate IPOB as a terrorist group. As terrorists, as they are, the Nigerian security forces can embark on the elimination of a whole race. Make sure you point out these things. The terror government, the points are there. I'm not going to read all these things for every one of you. Rather, we are going to publish it, and we want it to be circulated in all WhatsApp groups, in marketplaces, everywhere you found yourself, our people. Make sure you deliver. Make sure you deliver all these things to these institutions. After we might have delivered all these informations, we continue to move on. And let me tell you, Biafrans, most of you are not following the handwriting of things that are happening. If you are following the things happening surrounding you, most of you are engaged with unnecessary gossip. People talking, keeping you busy for nothing. And most of you don't know. This is a government tactics. They want to remove your attention from what is happening around you. On many occasions, I have come on this radio Biafra, told you people, do not put yourself with people who have no knowledge of what I am very, very surprised when I see those who call themselves coordinators in IPOB. They are ignorant of what, because they are not even reading. They don't, when IPOB write press release, they don't read. You are a coordinator. IPOB is releasing press release on a daily basis, 2 times, 3 times press release. And these are where we deliver most of our messages in our press release during our broadcast. But I can bet you that 80 or 70% of IPOB coordinators, they don't read the press release. They don't even know how IPOB is moving, the stage we are. That is why sometimes when you are speaking to people, they tell you what is happening, they are confused. That is why it's very easy. You see them, they talk right, they talk left, they talk center. They told you they are confused because some of them do not know. They don't even want to learn. If you see some IPOB who call himself a coordinator, when some of them talk, you laugh. You see how ignorant is written all over his face. Ignorant, written all over their speeches. Ignorant, written in everything they do. Sometimes you start to wonder, could this be ignorant or could this be just a mischievous individual in the midst of this struggle? Everyone's supposed to know what is happening around us. Everybody's supposed to know. All of you are here. You saw what is happening around you. That Nigeria have collapsed. That most of you are not seeing the handwriting on the wall. All of you are there. Look at Rwanda. A country they said it is landlocked. The same way they used to tell Biafrans. Biafra is landlocked. Rwanda, a country they say it is landlocked, is now in West Africa. They have stationed their military, signed a military alliance with Guinea-Conakry. They have stationed their military in Guinea-Conakry. They have signed a military alliance with Benin Republic, Cotonou here, in your border. In your border. Some of you are still in Lagos trading, talking rubbish. Rwanda, a landlocked country, is now the superpower in West African region. Some of you are not seeing the handwriting on the wall. You don't know what is coming, where you are pursuing money. Most of you saw Paul Kagame was in Guinea-Conakry. He was in Benin Republic. I mean Cotonou. You're up the border. You say you're a Nigerian. These guys have come. That means there is nothing about Nigeria. ECOWAS is rubbish. West African district is rubbish. You see what is happening? Most of you are not seeing the handwriting on the wall. But I'm telling you people one thing this night. We must be ready. The people you are fighting are not ready to give up. Remember, this is the same thing. The British or the West they don't always forget who they term is their enemy. They never forgive you. That is why you saw when Muammar Gaddafi expelled them in 1969 or in Libya, they never forgive him until when they got loose, they came back with NATO and killed him. All of you must put this thing in your mind. They see us, the British see us, what we did them, how we have exposed them. They are not happy. Even many of them, even in America, they are not happy. They are seeing it. Who gave you the guts? You are speaking up. They are not happy that you are speaking up. And some of us are still, playing with fire. What we are saying is that it is time for our people to wake up. And I'm also using this opportunity. We are not going to be saying it on Radio Biafra every time. We are not going to say anything. But I'm calling, we have said this thing before. We are not telling you we are recruiting you. Let me make it very, very clear. But we urge every Biafran serving in the Nigerian army, resign and go home. I'm saying it also this evening. This message is for all Biafrans. Resign now and go home, so that you may be alive to see your family if you want to see them. It is better you resign now and go home. Resign and go home if you are a Biafran. If you are from the southeast region, you are in the Nigerian military, in the Navy, in the Air Force, in anywhere, you are a land soldier, you are in the... Resign now. Now. We are not going to say much on this, because when time will come, most of you will be running, looking for who will protect you. I am saying it here on radio, and you can cut this thing and keep it somewhere. One day, you will say that this young man, he came on Radio Biafra and he told us to resign. Mazi, that is the side of our campaign. We are coming this week. Starting from this night, we want a very robust campaign. The jingles are coming up. The jingles for the return of our people. The jingles for census, I think you played them here. And we are asking all our people. These jingles are in WhatsApp. They are in audio platforms. Put them in every market platform. Those in Lagos, those in the north, in Abuja, you have your trade union. It is step by step. It is not something, I have said it here before. It is our people. Everybody will not come to follow you to fight. Some will be sitting on fence. Some also will be sympathizers. Some will support you financially. Some will come in one way or the other, but they may not be in front. There must be people who will lead this fight. And that is what IPOB, the position of IPOB so far. These jingles that have come out, I want to make sure that both our Nigerian coordinator, the northern coordinator, the western coordinator, everybody have these things, push it in all the markets, push it also down home so people can call their family members and tell them to come home. People have already heard to that call. There are evidence that people have started moving home. And that is what we want everybody to do. Encourage your people. We cannot have a staggering population of our people in another man's land where they risk themselves. That is why IPOB is doing all their best. If you ask many people who went for this Easter period, when they will tell you Biafra land is cool. And that is our purpose. They cannot be pursuing you in Lagos. They cannot be harassing you in the north, harassing you everywhere, and you do not have a home where you can return. It is the duty of IPOB to make sure we secure a home for you, to make sure that Biafra land is in order. What we realize is that some of you have a kind of mentality, that is the colonial mentality. You love to see violence because all your life, what you saw is policemen whipping people, soldiers killing people. So when those things are not happening, you don't feel comfortable. You don't know that security can be something unseen, but everywhere is quiet. That is why you see people, they say everywhere, if everywhere is calm, is it not for your own benefit? If everywhere is calm, is it not for your own benefit? If everywhere is calm, are we not now trying to exonerate that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the cause of the crime? Because we have attacked these people. We have confronted most of them both on the media in any way, by any means. And some of them are retrieving back. Some of them are running away. If you have done this and the Biafra land is coming calm, is it not for your own benefit? You want people to return from Lagos. Biafra land must be calm. You want people to return from the north. You want people in diaspora to come and invest. Biafra land must be calm. Where you want to encourage tourism and investment, that particular region or that particular place must be calm, because with security, it will encourage people to come down and do their business. Therefore, dear friends, we want to maintain consistency is the key. Now, Biafra land is calm. Why would they hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Most of you knew that this 1 year plus, every crime committed in Biafra land, the Nigerian government, the military, they will package all of them, hand over to the judges handling the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They will hand over to Lai Mohammed for international propaganda and lobby against IPO. Every time they kill our people, if Onyendu is going to court, before he goes to court, all the people killed, whether IPOB knows, IPOB don't know, somebody died in the pregnancy in the hospital, everything is packaged, that this is what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. Who will release somebody when they are presenting these cases? That is why when we are talking about people encouraging crime, kidnapping people, using it, putting in the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, snatching cars, kidnapping, ransom taking. I want everybody to know this is IPOB. All those, even though if you were in IPOB and you were expelled from IPOB,